यूट्यूब पे स्ट्रीम हो रहा है क्या?
हाँ, ये वाला यूट्यूब स्ट्रीम कर रहे हैं.
अच्छा।
Okay, fine everyone. So I think I'm audible and visible to all of you. And Ram, I think you are audible and visible. I think I'm audible to you, right, Ram? Yeah.
यस सर, वेरी क्लियरली।
Okay. Okay. Fine. So fine, guys. I believe you have a chat access, and all of you can ping us inside a chat. And obviously, after this live class, so we are going to open up a bridge where you will be able to share a screen, or if you would like to discuss something with Ram, obviously you all will be able to discuss each and everything with Ram. I'm here just for a couple of minutes. It's not my badge, it's basically Ram's badge, and I'm going to give a little bit of introduction about Ram. Today, we are going to just do an induction session, nothing much, nothing more than that. And obviously, we have Ram with us, so he is going to talk about the entire syllabus that he is going to discuss. Plus, apart from his experience, apart from his introduction and what he do, and obviously, if you have any kind of a question with respect to a Fang Mang kind of a company or any other concern that you have, that how we should prepare for product based companies in a field of data science or in any other field, how much important this DSA is or any other thing is. So I think Ram is here to clarify each and everything. And from next weekend onwards, Saturday, right, same time 4 p.m. IST, so we are going to start a actual syllabus that we have already published. So shall we start, guys? Everyone, yeah, shall we start? Good to see you, Danshu, after a long time. Is it? I think it's not a long time. I think I've been taking classes regularly. Even in morning, I had a class. So, okay, fine. So, welcome to Euron, by the way, those who are new and those who are old. So, I believe you all are aware about the culture of Euron that we used to follow. The cult that we used to follow. So on a very first day, we don't start with the syllabus. We try to take an induction session so that we can understand you and you can understand us. And if you have any kind of a concern, maybe like a related to career, maybe related to a syllabus, maybe anything, right? Anything and everything. So you are free to ask any of your question. And again, so me and Ram, so we both can understand Hindi and English. So I believe you can feel free to ask a question in at least these two languages. Like I said, so this is not my batch. This is Ram's batch. So Ram is going to, give all of your answer, and I believe he's having like a every kind of experience in terms of mentor, in terms of a team, and I believe he will be able to handle all of your question. But before going ahead with this particular like induction session, so I would like to like give Ram a little bit of introduction about himself so that we'll be aware about it. And I'll just take 15-20 minutes of your time, not more than that. Yeah, Ram, over to you.
हेलो गाइस, कैसे हैं आप लोग सब? मेरा नाम कुमार रामिंद्रा है। मेरा
So Ram,
वीडियो आ
I
रहा
think
है?
I think I think आपका वीडियो ऑन नहीं है.
हाँ
हाँ.
हाँ, अभी आ गया, अभी आ गया। तो गाइस,
एंड
मेरा पूरा, तो
एंड
मेरा नाम
ये बैच राम इंग्लिश वाला है थोड़ा सा.
इंग्लिश वाला है।
हाँ, तो हिंदी में लोग क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं ना मेरे ख्याल
ओके
से.
ओके ओके ओके, सो हेलो गाइस, हाउ आर यू, ऑल ऑफ यू? आई कैन सी लॉट ऑफ यू हैव जॉइंड एंड ऑल ऑफ यू आर ऑलरेडी interacting, so very happy to see the energy right from the beginning. And Sayam is saying English kar do, definitely it will be English. Okay. And yeah, so a little bit about myself. My name is Ramindra. Usually people call me Ram. You guys can also call me Ram. And I'll be walking you through the entire course. I'll be your instructor, trainer, friend, mentor, whatever you want to call me. And I have close to 8 years of experience. And I've worked in different domains. I've worked in research, I've worked in IoT, I've worked in NLP, I've worked in non-tech job as well. Okay. So some of you, if you have questions about transition, I can help you. I have worked as a data scientist also, machine learning engineer also, software developer also, right? So this course, and I'll talk a little bit about the teaching style. This is about my personal introduction, right? And I think you must have seen a podcast we had with Sudhanshu sir. So there also I talked a little bit about myself. So education wise, I'm an engineer, 8 years of 9 years of experience now running. Currently, I'm working at Google as a software engineer. Prior to that, also I worked in different domains, startups also, and uh, established product companies also, Indian based also, US based also, different domains. So this course we will, I'll talk a little bit about teaching, but I think about me, I think that is what you want to know. And one thing that I want to emphasize is that I am also I have also made a career transition. So if some of you, very commonly, you guys will have questions about transition from one role to another. In that also, I think we can have discussions, a lot of discussions throughout the course, not just today. Okay. And yeah, I think anything you want to ask, you can put it in the chat section, or I think there is a Q&A section. So better you can put your questions in Q&A section. And any general comments you have that you can put in the chat, that will be, I think, better.
Yeah, so I think people have already started like asking a lot of
Yeah, I can
questions.
see over so many questions. So if you put it in Q&A, then I can keep track of it. It will not get lost, right? In chat, it can get lost. So put your questions in the Q&A, and general comments you can put in the chat.
Yeah, guys. So I think you should follow your mentor. Whatever mentor
Mm.
says, he's always right. So we can't say no to anything. Yeah. Okay, fine. So you have a Q&A access, guys, as well as you have a chat access. So you can use whatever services you want as per
Hmm.
your need. So now,
Hmm.
guys, what I'm going to do, so I'm going to take, like I said, a 15-20 minute of your time, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough of an entire Euron platform. Not this course, that's Ram's job. That's Ram will do, obviously. But yeah, let me share my screen and just ping me yes inside a chat once you are able to see my screen. Yes, guys. So are you able to see my screen, guys? Okay, fine. Yeah. So let me just give you a walkthrough about this Euron, that what is Euron, what is the motive of Euron, creating a Euron, by the way, and what and all services, what and all features which is available, which all of you are going to use maybe today, tomorrow, throughout this batch, or maybe even after completing this particular batch. So see, as a Euron, so we are trying to build a super affordable ecosystem, not just a platform, by the way, right? We are trying to create, as a Euron, we are trying to create basically a complete ecosystem where you will not be able to just take a classes, because that's by default, which will be available, and we will keep on launching these kind of classes on a regular basis. But whatever services, whatever support is required in a modern day, you all will be able to access all of those services, all of those support in a single unified platform, and that too with one single subscription. Or maybe if you are going ahead with the courses, a very simple, a very like a a pocket friendly, affordable price, you will be able to take any of these classes, maybe in a recorded mode or maybe into a live mode. Now, as we all know that we are living in an era of AI, right? So we all are talking about AI. Obviously, we all keep on interacting with lot of AI system. For example, a Chat GPT, Gemini, Perplexity, obviously, and Cloud, and then there are many more, right? There are many more. So obviously, whenever we are trying to learn something, we need assistance. We need assistance not just from mentor, because yes, mentors will be available, team will be available to all of us, but even we need an access of an AI. And keeping that in a mind here, right? This tab, you will be able to find out a Yuri. So what Yuri does, so if you will go and open up a Yuri, you will be able to find out a GPT kind of a system. And here, right? Whether it's a Gemini series, whether it's a GPT series, 5 or 4 series, or 20B or 120B, or Llama, or Gemini, or DeepSeek, we have provided you each and every kind of a model access, so that you don't have to go anywhere, means literally anywhere. You don't have to go and pay or like purchase any kind of a subscription from outside. You can come over here and you can start asking your question. Not just that, you will be able to do even a real-time web search over here. So even in real time, it is going to work. It's not like it's just going to work from a LLM training data, but no, it is going to even like do a web search. You will be able to even create images over here, So I think we all are using a GPT for creating images. We are using like a VO3 nowadays from a Google to create, or a little banana, I believe, right? To create images. But yeah, so even over here, so you will be able to create a very, very high quality, any kind of image that you want. Apart from that, so you will be able to find out a code interpreter. So each and every services that you will be able to find out on any AI platform out there, everything is available, and many people, thousands and thousands of people are using it on a daily basis. Plus you will be able to upload a file or maybe capture some images and then talk about that particular images. Each and everything is going to work inside this particular system, and we are calling that system as a Yuri. Basically, I have derived that name from Euron itself. So inspired by a name Euron, I have kept it as a Yuri. It's like a very funny, funky name, you can say, right? It sounds good. So that's the reason. So I have kept that name is equal to Yuri. Not just that, right? Not just that. So Yuri is one of the things. Apart from that, so obviously if we are working in a development side, we need a API access, right? We need a API access. Without API, you will not be able to consume a AI or LLMs inside your code, because this is basically a chat system. You can chat, it is going to give you all the answer, all means everything, right? And it will be able to understand any language as well. So you can talk to the system in your own favorite language. It's completely fine. And it is going to understand, it is going to give you the answer. Even with the speech, right? You will be able to like, say something and then it is going to give you the answer accordingly. So basically text to speech and speech to text is already enabled over here. Now, so if you are building some modern day application, maybe you are building a software, maybe you are building a small application, maybe you are building a agentic AI or generative AI kind of application, everything or anything, obviously you need an API access to consume this entire model inside your code base and build some real-time product. Keeping that in mind, so we have a Yuri API. So Yuri is different. It's a chat system, and Yuri API ecosystem is different. So here, if you will come, you will be able to see again a complete forest of a model from OpenAI. Just name anything: Nano, Mini, 5 or 4, 20B or 120B embedding model. Everything is available. Again, from a Google, just name anything. So Gemini, Gemini 2.5 Pro, Flash, Preview, everything is available. Light, everything is available. And even from Gemini side, you have a embedding model access. If I'll talk about a Facebook, Meta, so Llama series, entire Llama series is available at your fingertip. DeepSeek, again, it's available for all of us. Alibaba, again, it's available for all of us. Mistral, again, it's available for all of us. LG AI, Grok, Together, Black Forest, Play AI, everything, means literally everything is available, so that you will be able to build any application for streaming a data or streaming something from LLM, chat completion, image generation, text to speech, embedding. So for everything, we have given you a model, and it's very easy to create a single API key. Just with one single API key, I can click on the create API key, give some name, and then just within a fraction of a second, it will be able to create an API key. And then with the help of endpoint that we have already given to you over here, or you can go inside a code example. So code example for Python, JavaScript, and curl is also given to you, and you will be able to consume any of these 29 plus model access that we have given to you, so that in a real time, you don't have to go and buy any kind of LLM or API providing platform, right? You don't have to go and pay for anyone basically. And not just that, so just like any other platform where you will be able to track your entire uses, right? You will be able to track. And how many token we are giving you on a daily basis? So we are giving you 1 lakh token, 1 lakh token, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 10 lakh. So 1 lakh token per day. And you have an access of course, or you have an access of Euron Plus for how many days? So technically 365 days. So 365 into 1 lakh. This is the total number of token you will be able to use it. And quota for this Yuri API ecosystem is different, and Yuri chat is different. So we are not merging each and everything. So separately, you will be able to use your quota for a Yuri chat system, and separately, you will be able to use your quota for a Yuri API system. And I think it's more than enough. None of the platform in this entire world is giving this much just as a complimentary stuff on any platform, right? So even on a free, I don't think that anyone is providing it, and you all will be able to use it. You will be able to build whatever you want of your own choice, and people are building it, by the way. In my like a data science class, in my generative AI class, people are building it, and hopefully in a Python, when Ram is going to discuss API segment, you need something to test. You need some API, right? So obviously you can try to consume an API and everything is already given. Not just that, so we have also released a SDK of a Yuri AI, which you will be able to find out here. So if you'll go to a PyPy, you will be able to find out Yuri AI SDK as well. So don't have to like write much line of code. Just with the help of wrapper, you all will be able to consume it. So this is how easy we have made each and everything. Now, so Yuri is fine. Yuri API is fine. Then we have built a internship portal. We know that finding an internship or finding a job or work in the initial days of our career is pretty much difficult. And again, market is getting tough day by day. And people are not willing to give an opportunity. Not everyone, I would say, but yeah, majority of them. They're not giving an opportunity to a fresher. So obviously, how fresher will be able to get experience? How fresher will be able to work in a real project? And keeping that in our mind, so we have created a self-serving internship portal. And again, there are other use cases. For example, if I'm a dropout, right? Maybe I was trying to prepare for some exam, maybe because of health issue, maybe because of family condition, I was not able to join a job, and there is a gap between my graduation and then the time when I'm trying to join a particular job. So to fill that particular gap, or if you are in third year, fourth year, second year, and if you are looking for an internship, a real one, a real one, so where you are going to work in the exact similar manner, the way we used to work inside any organization. So here is an internship portal we have created, which is a self-serving portal. You can come over here. You can search any of your domain, whatever you want. So almost 700 plus projects are already available inside this one. So maybe if I'm looking for some project with respect to Python, so I can try to search, and yeah, so I can go ahead with a view detail, and inside this I will be able to find out what I will be able to find out a PRD, I will be able to find out HLD, I will be able to find out LLD. So I can read out this PRD, I can read out this HLD for a particular project, and with every project you will be able to find out all three documentation, which is a standard documentation we used to follow even across the industry. So here you will be able to find out that what is the requirement of this project, what is the goal objective, who is a target user, what is the core feature, what is a non-functional feature, what is a technology that we are supposed to use. Each and everything you will be able to find out inside a PRD documentation, plus inside HLD, LLD. Again, you will be able to find out architecture, design, each and everything that we have given. For every project, every means literally every project without any kind of a exception, you will be able to find out. And if you are okay, if it is like if you're able to get some sort of an interest in this project, then what you can do, you can just click on enroll. And by the time you are going to click enroll, it will start onboarding you in a particular project. So you can click inside enroll project, or maybe inside enroll project, and you will be able to find out a respective project here. And if I'm going to click on continue project, it is going to generate an offer letter for me. First of all, it's an onboarding offer letter. It's not a final one. Basically, it's not a completion letter. It's an onboarding offer letter. So you will be able to generate an offer letter. As you can see, I'm able to generate an offer letter on 14th of September, which is today, right? Immediately on my name. And anyone and everyone, if they would like to verify your offer letter, they can also verify. So they can click on this QR code or maybe on this particular link. So no one will be able to do any kind of a forgery with respect to offer letter. We have made sure of this, right? And everyone and anyone can come over here and they will be able to authenticate via link or maybe via a QR code that this offer letter is a genuine one. Entire company information, instruction, everything is mentioned over here. So you will be able to generate an offer letter, and then you can start your task. You can start creating your task the way we try to create a task across our industry using a Kanban board kind of a things. So we have also given you this Kanban board kind of a thing. So you can try to create all the to-dos. You can try to create move from here to here, whatever you want, right? Now, let's suppose there is a requirement that I would like to work in a project with some of my team member, right? With some of my batchmate. That's okay. In the same project, right? In the same project, if you would like to invite someone. So we have given you that option as well. So you can just click over here and then you can share this link with anyone. And if that person is having a course access or plus access, they will be able to join your project and they will be able to work together, or you guys will be able to work together. So you guys can divide a task among yourself and one by one start moving a task. And here, so you will be able to see all the team member. and you will be lead, by the way. So the person who is going to initiate a particular project is going to be a lead technically. And if you're going to add some of the team member, you will be able to see all of your team member over here, and there is no limitation, there is no restriction that we are keeping. And not just that, so you can try to start your own project as well. So even though if you are a part of one project, but still independently, if you would like to start some project, or maybe with someone else, if you would like to start the project, you can do that. So all of these options are already given to all of you, right? Plus we have also created a WhatsApp group for our internship, so you can join this WhatsApp group as well if you would like to request, right, for a new project or maybe for a new domain. So you can try to fill this particular form, and not immediately, but yeah, on a timely basis. So my team is going to upload a particular project. So we have already made sure that majority of the domain or majority of tech is already covered. But if you feel like something is not covered, some technology, some domain is not available, in that domain project is not available, it's okay. You can try to raise your request. We'll take our own sweet time, because it takes time for us to decide a project and then create a PRD, HLD, LLD, each and everything, and then upload it. So we'll upload it sooner or later. So this is again one of the system, which is a very, very useful system that you all will be able to use it. The another system, right? So let's suppose I'm learning. So obviously you can learn through a live batches, you can learn through a self-paced, it's completely fine. But during a learning, you are going to use Yuri or maybe Yuri API. After a learning, you are going to use internship portal. Now after that, right? So let's suppose I'm able to learn, I'm able to do the internship, I'm able to do the project, that's okay. I have to create my resume, right? I have to create my resume, maybe from a scratch. Maybe I have a bad resume, right? A bad resume, which is not at all aligned with the ATS, applicant tracking system, which nowadays every company is using. So after learning, after using a Yuri in between my learnings, after doing my internship, technically a project, I have to create my resume. Again, we have also created a system for that. So here you will be able to create a resume in 3 mode. One, upload your bad resume. Doesn't matter if you have a bad format or very, very bad format, it's completely fine. Upload it and the system will be able to refine, fine tune, and it is going to give you a beautiful resume. Part number 1. Part number 2, you can start creating a resume from a scratch. So fill this entire, first of all, select the template, keep on filling this entire template, and then it will be able to create it. Part number 3. So when you are going to select this one, revamp your resume option. So after uploading your resume, it is going to ask you for a JD, a job description. So if you would like to align your resume with respect to a particular job description, so that ATS will be able to parse your resume in a better way with the highest possible score. So you can try to even copy and paste JD, and the system is going to build your resume or modify your resume as per the JD. So again, resume is one of the useful feature. So now I'm able to learn, I'm able to take help, I'm able to do a project, I'm able to build a resume. Now I need a system where I can go and I can practice for a mock interview, right? I can practice for a mock interview. Now this is where this system Avni comes into a picture, and it's a real-time conversational system, just like a human being, right? So just like any other human interviewer who is going to look into your resume, who is going to frame rounds, not just 1 round, 5 rounds, sometimes 4 rounds, who is going to even frame your coding round, right? And who is not going to just ask a question. Whatever answer you are going to give, it is going to ask even a follow-up question, just like a real interviewer. If it is asking you to write some sort of a code, it is going to ask you a lot of follow-up question as well, that why you have written this logic, why you have written that logic, just like a real-time interviewer. And this is a real-time conversational system. So just like me and you can chat, and maybe I'm behaving as an interviewer, you are behaving as an interviewee, in the exact similar manner, Avni is going to help you out with respect to your interviewer. Plus, you will be able to chat with Avni or talk to Avni, not chat. Basically, it's a like conversational system, right? So you will be able to break your conversation with Avni in your own favorite language, maybe Tamil, Telugu, Odia, Bengali, Punjabi, Hindi, whatever you want, maybe a Spanish or French, right? So again, you will be able to use this Avni, and you all will be able to do a interview preparation. So now, learning is done. Help in between is done with the help of AI. Internship project is done. Resume is done. I'm able to prepare my interview. Now, next what? Obviously, a job, right? So next system is going to be obviously a job. So this job system is not that great, I would say. So what we are trying to do in this job system, technically, so we are trying to accumulate, we are not creating a job, by the way, right? We are not allowing anyone to come here and post a job. No, not at all. This system doesn't work in that way. There are already tons of job platform out there. Maybe a Naukri, maybe a LinkedIn, maybe Indeed, maybe a Times Job, maybe a Monster, and so many other, right? So many other across a globe, not just in India, across a globe. So what we are trying to do, so basically we have created a aggregator platform, right? We have created an aggregator platform. So where it is going to allow you to search a job, and it brings a job from all of those platform. And again, so when you are going to click, it will send you to that platform. So from where it is bringing that particular job. So basically this platform behaves like a aggregator, and in every 36 hour, right, in every 36 hour, or we can say 36 37 hours, yeah, so we try to refresh this entire one, right? We try to refresh it so that you all will be able to get all the latest job from our market. But again, disclaimer, we are not allowing anyone to update a job over here. We are not updating our job. We are just behaving as an aggregator on this Euron job platform. So whatever job that you are able to see, it's not a job which has been posted by us. Basically, it's a job which has been posted by entire world. And with the help of this platform, you are able to access it. We are trying to make it better and better day by day. So maybe in a coming future, it will be able to even give you like a every kind of a job. But yeah, I believe even now it is helping a lot of people, and it is like helping a lot of people in terms of making a transition. Now, if you would like to read some sort of a story about us, so there are so many achievers. We will keep on posting a lot of stories over here, right? And even on my LinkedIn, I keep on posting such stories. So here is a Hall of Fame where you can come, you can post your own story. It will go for the approval, it will go for a check, and then it will be available. And there are so many people who are able to make a transition, and you will be able to find out a lot of amazing conversation, a lot of amazing feedback. And day by day, we are adding it. Day by day, we are adding it. So this is all about the feature and services that we are trying to provide. Now, coming to a last part from my side, by the way. After that, Ramendra is going to take over. So the last part is Euron Plus. So you can try to purchase our courses, only live courses, not a self-paced, only live courses individually, maybe 3,000 some change, by the way, right? And there is a Euron Plus facility. So with the help of Euron Plus, you will be able to get an access of everything. Everything means except young Euron. So I'll talk about young Euron in some time. So here you will be able to basically like access each and everything just with this small price for the entire year and all the services. Yeah. And if someone is looking for an upgrade, let's suppose you have already purchased one of the courses, and if you're looking for an upgrade, please talk to team. That feature is not available over here. Auto checkout feature is not available for upgradation. Maybe you can talk to a team and they will be able to help you out. So mobile number is already given, WhatsApp number is already given over here. Not just that, so you all will be able to access this entire class even inside our mobile devices, Android, iOS, both. Plus, inside our mobile devices, there is a download feature. So let's suppose we are taking a live classes. After taking a live classes, videos will be available inside your dashboard. Resource material, everything will be available inside your dashboard. And after that, right? After that, if you would like to download, maybe you are traveling, right? Maybe you are traveling somewhere, and if you would like to download those video so that you can watch it even in a no network zone, that feature is also available inside Android as well as iOS. So you can go and you can try to like download an app if you want, right? If you want, and then you will be able to access each and everything. Each and everything means literally every features you will be able to access even from a mobile devices. I think we have a beautiful mobile app available for both the platform, Android and iOS, and we keep on updating it. Now, recently I have launched one initiative. So again, this was an initiative which was very close to me since a very long time, called as Young Euron for kids. We are living in an age of AI, right? So, and again, I'm going to take the class. I'm going to start this particular batch. The intention was very simple that, okay, why can't we discuss AI with the kids who is in a class 6, maybe in a class 12, maybe in a class 10. So keeping that in a mind, so I have started this small initiative recently. Very first batch will be live from 4th of October as per the date, where I'm going to teach AI to our kids, right? In a very like a layman way, by the way, right? Not by taking so many complicated names. So just by driving through the entire batch with a very basic but yet effective, so that kids will be able to understand, our next generation will be able to understand AI, and they will be able to do something, they will be able to make themselves ready for tomorrow. So that's all about, guys. Euron, I'm not going to touch DSA with Python. Like I said, not my job. So, yeah. Hope all of you are able to understand. So please bring me in a chat if you have any kind of a question. I'll try to answer and then I'll leave. And we have Ramendra, and Ram is going to handle. Yeah. So all okay? All good, guys? You have a chat access, I believe. Okay. So now, how much days to complete? I think Ram will give you this answer. Yeah. So whatever question that you have with respect to your batch, now Ram is going to start, and Ram will start like talking about this entire batch plus whatever back-to-back question you have with respect to anything. We have Ram. And also, I'm a part of your group, plus Ram is also a part of your group. So if you have any kind of a question after a class, feel free, right? Even at night, 2 o'clock, feel free to put up your concern, put up your question. We are not committing. We are not saying that I will reply at 2 o'clock morning, because we all are human beings. We are not AI. We are not a machine. So obviously we have to like take a sleep. We have to like wake up at a particular time. We have to work. But yes, as soon as we will see your messages, and if your concern, if your questions are genuine, obviously we would love to answer all the time. Yeah. So feel free to put up your question. That's the reason. So we have a WhatsApp group, and not just that. So we have created a WhatsApp group with again another purpose. We have created a WhatsApp group because we have seen that many people are working, right, in a different domain, in a different company. And in every company, you will be able to see a referral. Every company, right? By default, you will be able to see a referral on every position, on every level. So we have created those WhatsApp group. We are creating that community just for this particular batch, so that like-minded people can come together. They can help each other, obviously during a learning, during a transition, maybe from technical to non-technical to technical, from one domain to other domain. And even after 2 years, even after 3 years, I have a group, by the way. You won't believe, I have a group since I have a lot of groups since last 5 years, 7 years. And those groups are still active. People are still helping each other, right? And they have already helped in the past for one transition, two transition. And even I, as a mentor, right, I keep on getting lots of opportunities, right, which I pass those up, which generally I used to pass to other groups or other batches from those people. And this is something that we are going to do again with your batches, the way we are doing it since a very long time with other batches. Making sense, guys? Is there any WhatsApp group? Yes, we do have a WhatsApp group, and you can go inside a batch, right? And here you will be able to see a resource. Click over here. There is a WhatsApp group link. Yes, there is a WhatsApp group link. So everything is updated inside your dashboard, guys. Everything. And from next day onwards, if someone has to join the class, you can join a class from here. Click join. Simple, right? So whenever we are going to upload a recording, you will be able to see a recording inside this particular dashboard, and same inside a mobile devices. Yeah. So everything and anything is available. Fine. So thank you so much, everyone, for your attention. Now over to Ram. So Ram, all yours. I will be signing off. So fine, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. And yeah. So if you have any kind of a question, Ram is here. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I can see that there are so many questions on the chat. So first, what we'll do is we'll try to put some structure to the time that we are going to spend. So today we are not going to start the learning content, but today we will spend time on setting some expectations. I will also get to know you, what is your background, and I can already see a lot of questions. So from that, I can estimate a lot of things. And then I will also tell you a little bit about how we are going to conduct the class, right? And if you have any questions, you can ask me. And definitely all the questions that you have posted in the Q&A, we will try to address all of that before we sign off for today. And from Saturday onwards, we will start with our first lecture. Okay. Is that okay with everyone? Guys, please, yeah, please keep the chat section active so that I know that all of you are with me. Okay, so let me share my screen, and first we will talk about the content, right? The content that we are going to see. So this is the course, guys. All of you can see my screen? Okay, so this is the DSA with Python bootcamp. So many of you are asking that how long this course is going to be, first of all. Okay, so the course is going to be approximately 2 to 3 months, anywhere in between, plus and minus a few classes. Okay, we will see how it goes depending on the pace, but it is going to be approximately, you can say, 2.5 to 3 months. So 8 classes per week, you can say that 20 to 24 classes, maybe 25, 26 classes, approximately to that. I cannot give you exact number, but that is a rough figure. Okay, and we are going to start, first of all, we are going to start with Python. Okay, so this DSA course is in Python, like the title says. So we are going to, and by the way, the answer to your question is here in the description. If you go to the Euron website, the page for the course, you'll see it says 2 to 3 months instructor led bootcamp, right? So there is the answer. Here it says 2 months, but it can be a little bit more than that. Okay, and you can see some few things here, and which Sudhanshu sir also talked about. Now, coming to the course content, we'll first start with Python. Okay, so I'm going to assume that you guys don't have much background in Python. So we are going to start with Python. Now, depending on the flow, if you already know a little bit of Python, we will go a little fast. If you're completely beginner, we will go a little slow. So pace we will decide, but we are going to cover all the Python basics. Okay, right from installing Python, setting up the environment to basic control flow and loops, function and modules. Guys, in the chat section, just ping me that out of 100%, what is your comfort level with Python? Are you completely beginner? Option is complete beginner, little knowledge, medium knowledge, advanced Python developer, or experienced Python knowledge. Can you give me your answer in the chat section? I'll get to know what is the ratio of students. Accordingly, we can, okay, intermediate, medium, little, medium. Okay. Most of you are medium. Okay. Fine. Fine. Okay. So we'll start. So in that case, what we'll do is, in the initial very basic things, we'll go a little bit fast. And as we go to the medium level, then we will slow down a little bit. Okay. At any point of time, you can ask me to, yeah, at any point of time, you can ask me to increase or decrease the pace. That is completely up to you. Okay. So we'll talk about function modules, string and string manipulations. Object-oriented programming will spend a little bit more time. Okay, object oriented programming will spend a little bit more time. Classes and objects, I will assume that you guys, uh, do you know, do you have good experience with oops? Can you tell me in your chat section? Again, complete beginner, little, medium, advanced, or don't know oops at all. If you don't know oops at all, say complete beginner. Complete beginner. Okay. So oops may we will spend little bit time. Okay. Because oops is directly related to your data structures. And I would assume if you have done Python course, definitely you will know about the basics. Okay. So oops may we will spend some time. And then we will jump to data structures. So data structures algorithms, first initial part is introduction. Will exception handling could be covered. Okay. Okay. I'll answer the questions that you're asking. Okay. So data structures will do the basics of data structures. Okay. And then we will start with different topics of data structures. So first is their array, then we have string. So I will not go in this order. I will shuffle the order depending on how it goes. But we will cover everything, but not particularly in the order that it is mentioned. Definitely we'll start with array. Then we might go to linked list. Then we might come to hashing. Then back we will come to recursion, backtracking, sorting, searching. Then we'll talk about stack and queues, hashing, right? Linked list, trees and binary trees, then graphs, heap, priority queue. All of this we are going to discuss. Dynamic programming. And then there are some projects also towards the end. Okay. So few things that I want to tell you is that the way we are going to learn is going to be completely hands-on. Okay. We will not do much theory. We will not have lot of presentations. In fact, I don't have any presentations. We are going to learn things by taking example. We are going to learn things by doing. Okay. So this is going to be completely hands-on course. Okay. I'm not going to talk much theory about anything. Okay. When we go to data structures, maybe a little bit of theory we'll learn. But most of the time, we are just going to take examples and we are going to write code. That is point number one. Point number two is that I would encourage you to not do coding while we are learning. Okay. While in the class, pay attention to what I'm while we are in the class, try to pay attention to what is happening and try to understand the logic behind things, and don't try to code along with me. Okay. If you do that, then there are 60, 70 people, it becomes slightly difficult. I will paste, I will give you all the code and everything. If you want, you can, you know, go along with me. But better would be that you focus on what I'm doing, try to understand things, because if you are yourself, if you're doing it, then you might get little bit distracted. So that is my suggestion based on my years of teaching, that while in the class, pay attention. Once the class is over, then you get the recording, then you listen to the recording and you do your own coding. Okay, that will help you. Again, it's your choice, whichever way you want to approach, but that is my suggestion to you. Okay, that is second thing. Third thing, after that, one more point is that your for your doubts. Okay, so the way we have structured it, the classes, is that we will have 2 hours of classes. Every class will be 2 hours, and 1 hour we will dedicate for doubts. Okay, sometimes if there is no doubt, then we will extend the class. If there are more doubts, we will dedicate more time to doubts. It is not 100% fixed, 100% fixed, but mostly it will be 2 hours plus 1 hour. Okay, if you need more than that, that is also possible. If someone is having some special doubts, if some past topic you have not understood, or if you want to discuss anything, I will try to accommodate that also. Okay, if needed, we will extend it also. If you want, we can start the class also a little bit early if some students need the help, so that you can tell me. Okay, that sir 2 दिन पहले जो पढ़ाया वो उतना नहीं समझ में आया, उसको एक बार फिर से. ठीक है, तो all that we will do. See, the final outcome that I would expect is that whatever we are learning, whichever topic we are learning, that you should understand it fully. Okay, it is possible that you will understand it in one go. It is possible that you might need explanation 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It is possible that sometimes you need one-on-one conversation also. In the class, you are feeling shy to ask all of those things. Okay, so it is your responsibility to make sure that you understand. Okay, in order to do that, you have to tell me. Okay, if it does not happen in today's class, it will happen in tomorrow's class. If it does not happen within the 3 hours, it will happen after the 3 hours, but it has to happen. Okay, so make sure that happens. Okay, I will not be covering anything that is not important. So don't feel that okay, this topic we have skipped, it's fine. Don't think like that. If it is not important, we will not cover it. So whatever we are going to cover, or whatever we are going to talk about, everything is going to be important. So make sure you understand it. Okay, if you understand it in the class, very good. If you need separate support, make sure you get that support from me through WhatsApp or through in the class doubt session, whatever, whichever way. Okay, is that clear, guys? All of you are with me so far? Okay, chalo, let us now. So this is going to be the course structure. So next week onwards, we will start with the class. So next week we'll start with the Python programming essentials. This section here. I hope you can see my screen, right? All of you can see my screen, right? Okay, so this part we will start, and then we will see how much we can cover in the next week. And as soon as possible, we'll try to reach OOPS. Okay, I'll try to reach OOPS. So OOPS will be our first milestone. And once we do OOPS, then we will jump to DSA. Okay, so that is all, guys. Now let us talk about some of the questions that you guys are posting. So I will try to address those questions. Okay, so okay, let me start with the chat. Let me start with the Q&A section. Guys, if you have any questions, please put in the Q&A. And other things, please put in the chat. Don't mix it up. If you put it in the Q&A, then I can track it. Okay, otherwise in the chat, it will get lost. Okay, so let me start from beginning. So Sayam is asking, I'm working as a data engineer and mostly writing code in Python. However, I've noticed when my colleagues write code in Java, it looks much more structured, organized, well maintained. Most of my Python code ends up in a large file with many function and landmark expression. Okay, so this is also one more thing, guys. What is your expectation for the language? Should it be English? Should it be Hindi? Should it be mixed? What are you guys comfortable in? English. Okay, mix. See, related to WhatsApp chats, links, all those things, I may not be able to help you. So please connect with any help number that is given to you. Please connect with that. Okay, I can only help you with academic questions. Okay. Okay, English. Okay, so we'll keep it in English. If someone is asking something in Hindi, then you can type your questions in Hindi. Okay, I will try to keep it mixed, but mostly it will be English. Is that okay? If someone has an issue with English, then you can initiate the conversation in Hindi. If you are asking in Hindi, I will reply in Hindi. If it is you are asking in English, then I will reply in English. That should work. And normally when I'm explaining, I will use English. Chalo. Okay. So Sayam, your question is about modularity. Okay. Your code has to be modular. So there are some best practices on how you should maintain your code or how you should write your code. So mostly if you know good object-oriented programming, you will be able to structure your code. So if you're saying that most of your Python code ends up as a large file with many functions and lambda expressions to just get the job done, okay, but don't feel very maintainable, that is very true. If someone else is reading your code, he will not be able to understand a lot of things. So you have to structure your code in different modules. So there is something called as a module in Python, writing different modules. So you have to remember one principle, that is separation of concerns. Okay, one thing should solve one problem. Don't try to put many things in the same thing. So if you're writing one function, that function should solve only one problem. If you're writing one class, it should have a very clear distinction of what that class is doing. So start writing documentations or doc strings for your function. When you write doc string, then you will realize that your function is appropriate or not. So I will talk about that when we start with when we start with modules in Python. That time I will tell you. But your problem is about modularity of code. So modularity of the code is achieved through functions and also through object oriented programming. तो जब आप ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड तरीके से कोड लिखोगे तो आपका जो आप बता रहे हो यहाँ पे कि एक ही फाइल में सब कुछ आ जाता है और वो मेंटेनेबल नहीं रहता है, दैट प्रॉब्लम विल बी सॉल्व्ड. सो देयर आर सम थंब रूल्स एंड प्रोजेक्ट स्ट्रक्चर, बट विल टॉक अबाउट दैट. ओके. What is the best way to transition from non-tech to tech? It is a very heavy question, but there is only very there is only one answer. It's a very boring answer, but you have to read a lot. Okay, you have to study a lot, and you have to cover a lot of breadth. You have to go in depth in one subject, but you also have to cover a lot of breadth. So this topic I will talk about little bit more. It is not possible to answer this question in 5 minutes. Okay, but as in how you go through the course, every now and then I will bring up these topics. So don't worry, Rahul, this question will get answered. But as of now, the first best way to transition from non-tech to tech is to start. Just start with tech. If you are starting with this course, or you are starting with Python course, or if you are starting with say a machine learning or AI course, just start first. Okay, and make sure your interest is in the subject. अगर आपका interest है तो definitely आपका transition हो जाएगा. ठीक है. After this round, will we be good to go and apply to Google and clear DSA round? You will be in a good position to solve DSA questions. Okay, that is what I can say. And companies like Meta, Google, Amazon, all of these companies are asking DSA in their screening rounds. So definitely the questions we will solve towards once the topics are covered will be of that level. Okay, definitely. What is the duration of the course? 2 to 3 months, plus minus 10% you can take. Navneet is asking for AI ML. We should learn PySpark because Python is not useful. I don't know who told you Python is not useful. PySpark का जो Py है वो Python ही है. Okay, so PySpark is only going to help you with big data. When you are working with such huge data sets that will not accommodate in your memory for distributed computing, we are using PySpark. But the base is still Python. So if anyone is telling you that Python is not useful, please don't trust that source. Definitely Python is useful. PySpark is also useful. Okay. But first you have to learn Python, then you learn PySpark. All your mostly your machine learning frameworks and everything is there in Python. PySpark also has mlib and all, but mostly the work you will do will be in Python. PySpark is used to scale that code to huge data sets. Okay, but the basic is Python. So don't say that Python is not useful. Okay. Tejaswini is asking, can you share your experience with Google interview, whether it is possible for civil engineering background to switch Google? I will talk about interview experience, not right now, but later. But it's possible for civil engineering background to switch to Google 100%. Okay, 100%, definitely. Why not? For any background, it is possible. They will not ask you what is your background, by the way. Okay, nobody is going to ask you what is your background. They are only going to ask, they are only going to see whether you are able to solve problems or not. So don't never think that I am from so and so background and therefore am I eligible or not. Please never think like that. Okay. Tejaswini, is that clear? Never ever think that I am from civil, so or so what can I do, or I am from so and so background. Can I switch? 100% you can switch. Okay. One person is saying, I am a .NET full stack developer from last 4 years, completed masters from NIT Calicut. Should I transition from .NET to Django full stack? Because you are already experienced 4 to 5 years, I don't know how to advise you. Django is definitely in lot in demand. .NET also is lot in demand. Okay, so if you are, it is, I cannot tell you because you are experienced. So what prospect you are having in .NET. If you are having a career growth prospect in .NET, then and you are in the Microsoft side of system, definitely you can continue. If you come to Python full stack, there are also a lot of opportunities there, which I know. I don't know much about .NET honestly, but Django full stack, definitely there is a lot of scope. And if you come to Python side, then you are also exposed more easily to AI ML side, which is more in demand these days. Okay, everyone at some point is going to switch to AI. So if you come to Python side of things, I think it will be helpful for you. But if you are seeing career growth prospect, your promotions and everything in .NET, not a bad idea to continue. But that is up to you. But the advantage of coming to Python side and to Django is that you will also get exposure to AI, because most of the AI development code base currently is in is in Python. In future, it will go to other languages also, but that is one reason you should come to Python. But I don't know. I can't advise you because you are already 4 or 5 years experienced. So there is no yes or no direct answer to this question. Okay. Mm, how long recording will be available for live batches? Again, this question you should ask Euron operations team, but I think it is 1 year. 1 year.
Yeah, it's 1 year by the way. Yeah.
1 ईयर, ठीक है। एक एक साल तक आपके पास रहेगा। एक साल तक की आपको जरूरत नहीं पड़नी चाहिए, ऑनेस्टली आप मुझसे पूछो तो। ठीक है, एक साल तक आपका इतना प्रैक्टिस हो जाना चाहिए कि ये वीडियोस आपके लिए पुरानी हो जानी चाहिए। ठीक है, एक साल के बाद भी वीडियोस अगर आपको नया लग रहा है तो आप ज्यादा मेहनत करिए। क्लास ये कोर्स खत्म होने के 4 या 5 महीने तक आपको रिकॉर्डिंग्स का काम हो जाना चाहिए। ओके, and after that still you have 6 more months. Shravan is asking, I have total experience 18 years in the field of IT infrastructure service management. I've been working in the Middle East. I have completed 1 year PGP AI/ML certification course from BITS Pilani. Congratulations. I am planning to make a transition to AI. Don't plan, start. Please let me know which role is more suitable for my experience. Which role? What do you mean by which role? Are you referring to data engineer, data scientist, machine learning engineer? Is that what you're asking? Can you clarify your question a little bit more, Shravan? What do you mean by which role? Then I can probably answer. But machine learning engineer, data scientist, if you have done a PGP AIML course, I think you will have basics of ML. So you can go for a ML engineer if you have little bit DevOps knowledge, cloud ka knowledge. You can go for ML engineer if you are more into the data science, machine learning, building models. You can go to data scientist position also. But I'll tell you one thing: going in future, these roles are going to merge a little bit. Okay? These are not very distinct. All of them intersect to somewhat extent. Okay, so don't think much about which role is suitable. Think about what skills I need. Okay, and if you have the skills, then these roles kind of converge at some point. Okay, once you are experienced, there is not a lot of demarcation between what a data scientist is doing and what an ML engineer is doing in startups. In bigger companies, there is more demarcation, but in smaller companies, medium-sized companies, there's not a lot of difference. Data science person will also do ML person will do a little bit of ML engineering, deployment, all of that. Okay, but please clarify your question, then I can discuss about it a little bit more. Okay, guys. Okay, there are some questions about me. Let me answer that towards the end. Guys, are you with me so far? Chat section में बताइए, थोड़ा ठंडा हो गया माहौल. Good. Okay. Time to time, please keep the chat section active. Otherwise, I can't see you guys, so I'll assume that you guys have slept. Okay. Navneet is asking, hi Ram, how data structure will help in interview? Because for AI/ML job, PySpark, because AI/ML is used for large data set, but Python is not useful. Who is telling you Python is not useful? I don't know. Some earlier also one person asked this, where you only posted this question earlier. This is not true, first of all. Okay, and how data structure will help you in interview? I will answer this question in a while. Basically, data structure is going to help you become a better programmer. Okay, one line answer. If you learn data structures and algorithms, you will be a better software engineer. That's all. Okay, second is side benefit is that data structure is also asked in interviews. So if you want to appear for bigger companies, they will ask you DSA in your screening rounds. So there it is going to help you. Okay, and PySpark is also going to help you, and AIML is also going to help you, and Python is also going to help you. You don't have to choose one out of all these. You need to know all of these. Okay, it's not an option. I hope question is answered. Guys, if I have not answered your questions satisfactorily, you can post it again, okay, with clarification. Ashish is saying, hi Ram, I'm an Oracle database administrator, previously worked as non-tech background, career transition. I'm a bit confused about what career I want to choose. Currently, I'm a Euron Plus member, Gen AI. I want, what's your point of view, career path I need to choose or easier to transition? Bit of programming knowledge. Okay, if you are here, I will assume that you are here aiming to either learn Python or to clear product company ka interviews. In that case, you are in the right learning path. And if you have done your, if you're doing Gen AI courses, then congratulations, you are on a even on a better, you have made a good choice learning about generative AI. There is a lot of demand for generative AI. So if you are confused and if you are interested in Python, machine learning, data science, then I will assume that you should take the learning path for becoming a machine learning engineer with a good knowledge of generative AI. Okay, so do that because there's a lot of demand in terms of jobs. Okay, but also focus on improving your programming skills in general. Okay, because generative AI projects you are doing, but also become a better programmer in general, because that skill will always be in demand. Okay, a good software engineer is always in demand. When I say software engineer, I'm counting machine learning, data scientists, everyone, anyone who writes code. Okay, okay. I hope that question is answered. Amit is asking, searching for jobs in .NET is a tough task. Agreed. And don't think it is future proof in the era of AI. I somewhat agree with that. I somewhat agree with that. Okay, that is true. A future proof, if you're looking, then definitely you should move towards AI. Anyone will advise, anyone will give you that advice. Okay. Uh, .NET, how many jobs are there? I cannot comment because I don't know much about .NET, honestly. But from what I have heard, definitely it's not as much as Python and data science and generative AI these days, at least. Okay. Navneet is asking, is Python required for AIML? Because I'm seeking in Naukri portal for AIML job. There is, I think, Navneet, you have only asked PySpark questions earlier also. I think I've answered it. PySpark requirement is there, definitely. It's a very important skill. Okay. Uh, it is a very important skill, definitely. When you are working in production systems and when you are working with large scale data, definitely PySpark is needed. बट इफ यू आर आस्किंग इज पाइथन नीडेड, डेफिनेटली मैं आपको बताया पाइस्पार्क का जो पाई है वो पाइथन ही है, आधा स्पार्क है. ठीक है. Lucky is asking, could you please share your Google interview experience? Also, what type of questions and data structures are asked during such interview? I will talk about my interview experience probably little bit later. Okay. Sir, I'm currently working in the storage and backup team. I want to change my field. You want to change your field, but to which field? That you have to decide, right? There's a lot of information available. Based on that and based on your interest, you have to evaluate what field you want to go to. I will assume that you are here, then that means you want to switch to machine learning domain. If that is true, then please tell me, Anu. Ram sir, could you please explain how to maximize our learnings with you and what our expectations from the students so that we can follow your teaching style to boost our learning? This is a very, very good question. Okay. See, he's asking Sashwat, correct. Okay. How we can maximize our learning with you? See, this is very good question. He's asking about how are we going to learn? This is a very, very, this is how you have to think, how to learn. Okay. When you learn, everything else will fall into place. So how we are going to learn is by practice. Okay. Whatever we are going to learn, we are going to learn in two to three passes. Okay. I will tell you, this is a very good question. Let me talk about this. How we are going to learn. Whenever we learn something new, we are not going to learn it at one go. एक बार में समझ में नहीं आएगा बहुत सारी चीजें. जब एक बार पढ़ेंगे उसको, वो 20%, 30%, 40% समझ में आएगा. थोड़ा सा उसको प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, उसको फिर से पढ़ेंगे. वी विल टेक मल्टीपल पासेस. वी विल टेक एटलीस्ट 2 to 3 पासेस. तो एक एक चीज को मैं ट्राई करता हूँ जनरली कि ये हर चीज 2 या 3 बार एक्सप्लेन होती है. ठीक है. तो फर्स्ट वी विल हैव इंट्रोडक्शन टू एवरीथिंग, विच इज इंट्यूशन. इंट्यूशन मीन्स व्हाई वी आर, व्हाट इज दिस, व्हाट, क्या पढ़ रहे हैं हम लोग, क्यों पढ़ रहे हैं. ठीक है. व्हाई वी आर लर्निंग व्हाट वी आर लर्निंग. ओके. एंड व्हाट वी आर लर्निंग. And then we go into how. First of all, what is a array or what is a linked list? Why it is needed? है ही क्यों linked list इस दुनिया में? क्यों बनाया किसी ने linked list को? तो पहले तो वो पढ़ेंगे. उसके बाद we learn about how to do it. Okay, and then we will do practice. Okay, and then we will do application, which is, some of you are asking, are we going to do lead code questions? Yes, that is lead code questions or general implementation of lead code, linked list or whatever topic we are learning. Okay, so how you can maximize your learning is focus in the class, understand the intuition first, understand high level, then go medium level, then go deep level. Okay, if you have not understood high level itself, it becomes very difficult. So we will follow that pattern throughout the class. Okay, and in the beginning itself, if you are not understanding, you have to stop me there and you have to first of all make your mind clear on what is that we are learning, and then we go to how we are learning. क्या पढ़ रहे हैं ये इंपॉर्टेंट है, उसके बाद कैसे करना है उसको, that is after, that comes later. Okay, and what are your expectations from the students so that we can follow your teaching? My expectation is that have interest, show interest, show sincerity, spend time on it. Okay, don't think that there is 3 hours class, you are sitting in the class and after that you are going home and sleeping, and next week again you are coming for the class. That way nothing will happen. Okay, you have to, outside of the class you have to spend a lot of time. So one video of 2 hours or 3 hours, it might take you 7 to 8 hours, 9 hours to digest it. Okay, or more, maybe 2 days to digest it. So within the week, throughout the week, you have to watch that video again and again and practice it, assimilate it, then only next video or next class you will be able to understand. So usually this happens. Many people, many students passed also, they attend the class 3 hours and they think that 3 hours they have learned. No, you have not learned. In the class, you're just understanding the breadth, you're just understanding the landscape. Okay, real struggle will come when you are trying to implement it. इन द क्लास आपको लगेगा सब समझ में आ गया, जब करने बैठेंगे तो फिर लगेगा अरे ये क्या हो ही नहीं रहा है ऐसा. That will happen. Okay, and that is where you are going to learn. Okay, so do that. Don't just watch the video and then come next week. Don't do that. So that is my only expectation from you if you're asking. Okay, I hope that answers your question. uh, uh, how many days it takes to complete Python to start DSA? In between the Python, only do you teach DSA problem? How many days it takes to complete Python to start DSA? Or in, by the way, the Python only do you teach DSA? I'm not able to understand your question. Your name is also not visible. But how many days, it depends on how much time you're spending. Okay, we are going to, I cannot tell you how many days right now, but I think 4 classes maybe. By 4 classes max I will try to reach to oops. Okay, and if you guys are facing problems, then I will slow down the speed, then maybe one more extra class. And DSA problems we'll do when we start DSA. Okay. Why, so sir, why people say don't do DSA in Python, do it in C++ or Java? See, that people say because C++, Java are faster languages. Okay, Python is a slightly high level language. But understand that DSA is not about the language. DSA is about the concept. Okay, when you implement it in C++ or Java, because they are slightly lower level languages, you understand it in a slightly different way. Python में थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा high level है थोड़ा सा. Okay, so that's why people say, but we have to do it in Python because we want to target jobs in machine learning, AI. Okay, तो वहाँ पे jobs में demand is in Python. Okay, and we want to become better Python developers. That's why we are doing DSA in Python. But if you know C++ and if you know DSA, you will be able to write DSA in C++ also. ऐसा नहीं है कि DSA का Python अलग है और C++ का DSA in Python is different and DSA in C++ is different and DSA in Java is different. No, concept is same, linked list is same, binary tree is same, binary search is same, graph algorithms are same. Those are theory, and Python, C++, Java, they are ways to implement it. Okay, so the reason people don't, you might have heard many people saying negative things about Python. That is because C++ is a faster language. Okay, but for us Python is more relevant. That's why we are doing it in Python. It's very simple. Chakri, I hope I've answered your question. Siddhi is asking, are we going to solve lead code DSA problems as well? Definitely we are going to solve lead code DSA problems. Sir, why people say don't do DSA in Python? I think I have answered that question. Okay, guys, I'll go a little fast. How much time we have? It's 5 o'clock. Okay, we have some time. No problem. Guys, are you with me? Chat section. Okay. Is it useful? Is it Python useful for AIML? 100% useful, sir. Why not? I mean, why are you asking this question? Python is definitely useful for AIML. That's why we are learning Python. Is this course designed? Is this course is designed to crack product-based company? See, the answer is yes. Okay, but don't focus on product-based company. Focus on learning. You should ask, is this course designed to make me very good at data structures? Answer is yes. If you are good at data structures, you will be able to crack product-based company. You will not just be able to crack product-based company, you will also become a better developer. You will have better knowledge. Okay. After cracking also, it will help you. But yes, it will help you. We have curated the content based on the common syllabus of what interviewers are asking in big companies. So definitely that. Okay. The answer to your question is yes. Mm, or not just the course, the way we will interact and the way we will approach things, it will be tailored also to interviews. इंटरव्यू में क्वेश्चन आएगा, कैसे उसको अप्रोच करना है, कैसे उसमें सॉल्व करना है. इट इज नॉट जस्ट अबाउट द सॉल्विंग द प्रॉब्लम. If you have seen my conversation with Sudhanshu sir earlier in the podcast, I told a little bit about this. You don't have to just solve the question. You have there's a lot of other things also in that. Okay, so if any recruiter will reach out to you for bigger companies, they will explain this to you, that what you have to do other than solving the problem. So we will do that also. Okay. Why will you convert or guide about system design? No, so this course is not about system design, so we'll not be talking about system design. And if you are beginner, then system design is not relevant for you. You will not be asked system design. System design interviews are only for experienced people. If you have like 3-4 years experience, then they will ask you system design. Navneet is asking PySpark is important. Navneet is stuck on PySpark. I am telling you, yes, PySpark is 100% important. I am not denying that. Okay. Anonymous, sir, why people say don't do DS in Python? I've answered that question. Will you guide about system design, roadmap, resources? System design is not a subject of our discussion. We will see later if there is any time, but most likely that's not in our radar. After this course, we will be able to crack some lead code, hacker, and complex problems. Yes, that is the agenda. That is the objective. Sai Krishna, you are asking that question. I have experience in database admin, 5 years of experience now. I transition my role to Gen AI. I want to crack a job in Google. Can you please share the roadmap to crack the Google? The syllabus of this course is the roadmap. All the topics that are there, if you practice all the topics, if you master all the patterns, then not just Google, other companies also, they have similar patterns. You will be able to appear for those interviews and do well. Guys, don't ask same questions again, please. But for interview, PySpark is important, Navneet. Yes, sir, it is important. Depends on which company you are interviewing. Normally, they will not ask PySpark like that. You can have a coding interview. Usually, they will ask questions on pandas or things like that. And again, PySpark is not something different from concept point of view. Okay, the basics of it is same. It is just that instead of running it on a centralized data set, you are running it on a distributed data set. Okay, so syntax things are there and some few concepts are there, but it is not a completely different thing. Okay, are you going to discuss how we can use LLM GNAI for some basic concepts with Python? Okay, in Python we will have one section on using the APIs for LLM GNAI. We will see. Okay, my focus will be more on doing Python and jumping to OOPS and then jumping to DSA. Okay, not to do other things, but we will try to do. We'll try to do because it is very relevant. Okay, Gen AI or LLM को base लेके कुछ projects if we are doing, that is very relevant. But our first priority will be to jump to data structures. Okay, and learn algorithms. Sir, as a student in the first year batch of CI, what should be my approach to the course? Approach to the course is just follow the content that Sudhanshu sir has shared in the page. Just follow that. That is the approach, step by step. Okay, and practice a lot, and we will talk about that as and how the course goes. We will keep talking about this. Om Pri, if that is your question. Guys, chat mein some jokes are happening. I'm not reading. I'm focusing on Q&A. What jokes are happening?
It was just me about a PySpark and Sayam.
And Navneet is obsessed with PySpark. It's
Yeah.
good because it's in demand. So if you learn PySpark, it's good. Utkarsh, if you have 4 to 5 years experience in non-tech, why would other company hire folks with such zero relevant experience in AI Python? देखो, बहुत अच्छा question है कि charts. If you have 4 to 5 years experience in non-tech, why would another company hire such a folk with zero relevant experience in AI Python? See, the person who is hiring you, the recruiter who will call you, okay, if you are saying that you have zero experience, that recruiter is having negative experience. He does not understand anything. Please understand that. Okay. So it is your confidence that speaks. If you have confidence, then you can be more, if you have knowledge, if you have worked hard, your confidence can be more than someone who has 2-3 years experience. Okay. I understand it is difficult to make that transition. Okay. But don't tell to yourself that I have zero relevant experience. Don't say, well, if you have built projects, if you have done work, then that is not zero relevant experience. Okay. I understand. I'm not saying it is ऐसा कोई problem है नहीं. Problem है, but at least to yourself, you should pretend that you are already experienced if you have done some work. For that, you have to do work. Okay. And in interviews, usually your confidence is what speaks. At least that is my personal experience. Okay. So if you have worked hard on something, automatically that confidence will be there inside you. Okay. And I understand it is difficult. 4 to 5 years experience in non-tech is fine, but start. If you want to switch, it is never too late. Start. Yes, there will be some difficulty. I will help you with that. Okay. I have also faced that, so I can help you. They would be able to pay much lesser and higher college pass out. See, the salary part, don't think when you are trying to make a transition. Salary is going to grow exponentially with knowledge. Once your skills are increasing, your salary will, it can double, triple also. It's not that you will get 10%, 10% increment. It's not like that. So initially, yes, you might get paid lesser. But if you're working harder and if you're acquiring more skills and relevant skills, then your salary can grow exponentially also for 2 to 3 years. Again, after that, it will become stable. But don't think much about these things. Okay. Think about skills and think about your confidence while you're talking to the recruiter. And don't say from your own, from your side that I don't have any experience. You have experience. The work you are doing is counts as experience. Okay. We will talk about this. You discuss this with me later separately. Okay, guys. I am graduating this May this year. Can you please give me advice what to do now? जनरल क्वेश्चन राहुल पांडे जी, थोड़ा डिटेल में बताइए क्या एडवाइस आपको मैं दूं. आप ग्रेजुएट हो रहे हो, आपका क्या इंटरेस्ट है वो आप बताओगे. अब यहाँ पे आप कोर्स में हो तो आई कैन अज्यूम दैट आपका इंटरेस्ट पाइथन मशीन लर्निंग में है, बट अदर देन दैट यू हैव टू गिव मी लिटिल बिट मोर डिटेल. How to get a job in Google. Okay. I don't know. Work hard, solve all the problems that we are going to discuss, and not just solve, understand, internalize, and then uh, we will talk about it. Okay. Jobs and interview patterns, all of that we'll talk about in detail. Today is just for, see, these questions are not for me to talk about much about the course. Of course, course is there, but expectations. Okay. Expectations. Relating to course, we have 3 months. We are going to talk about how lead code problems and all of that. Okay. So think about that when you're asking a question. I will be with you only. I'm not going away. I'm going to be with you for 3 months from now, and even longer than that. Okay. Uh, so many. Oh my God. Any books you can recommend for algorithms? I will recommend some books. I will give you some books, some good books. Especially from Python point of view, I will suggest some books, Manpreet. But see, books, more than books, you will find blogs and other things as more useful. But if you want books only, then I will help you. Navneet is again asking, sir, can you guide PySpark also for interview? In this course, I think it is difficult for me to talk about PySpark. See, because एक बार में एक चीज पढ़ सकते हैं ना, आप डेटा स्ट्रक्चर्स भी पढ़ोगे और आप फिर आप जनरेटिव एआई भी पढ़ोगे और पाइस्पार्क भी पढ़ोगे. These are all different things. Okay, if you mix everything, then everything will become khichdi. So PySpark is difficult right now in this course. Now Sudhanshu sir can answer that question better. कि PySpark के लिए आपको क्या रिसोर्स मिल सकता है. आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर डेवऑप्स इंजीनियर रोल. एडिंग पाइथन स्किल विल बी हेल्पफुल 100%. 100%. See, I'll tell you one thing about Python. दुनिया में जितनी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस है ना, all the programming languages are specialized for one thing or the other. Okay, so there is one very good programming language for web development. There is one very good programming language for backend. One very good programming language for ML, right? So Python is #1 programming language for AI ML, and it is the second best programming language for everything else. So you can think about the versatility of Python. Okay, so anything you're doing, if you're asking, will Python will be helpful? I'll say yes. Okay, it's the second best. And for ML, AI, generative AI, it is the best. So if you are preparing for DevOps engineer role, definitely Python is going to be helpful, because DevOps may ultimately you will jump to working with ML engineers, and there Python is going to be helpful for you. So definitely, Sai Krishna. Hmm. How many time to give a lead code problem? What does that question mean? If you are asking about how much time is needed to solve a lead code problem in an interview, 40 minutes में आपको एक या दो क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने के लिए आएगा. If it is difficult, hard level, then one question. Easy, medium level, then it can be two questions. Okay. So 20 minutes में one question you have to practice. That is uh, that is the expectation. I'm graduating this year. Could you explain how we can maximize your learning? I think I've answered all the questions, guys. Anything, any more questions? Any comments? Uh, okay, chat section में भी questions है.
There are so many questions in chat section, I
हाँ,
think.
I'm going to sit and answer. No problem. I will sit.
Yeah,
Will you will you?
राम, आप क्या
Hmm,
बोलते हैं? तो कुछ क्वेश्चन
hmm.
हम ले लें क्या अनम्यूट करके?
हाँ, we can do that. We can do that. With
Okay, guys, so
some.
I think you can raise your hand one by one. We can unmute you, right?
But
And
Navneet has to promise that you will not ask five star question.
yes, Navneet. So Navneet भाई काफी सारे पाइस पारे क्वेश्चन हो गए. So yes, guys.
Mustafa is asking, will you share top 50 lead code question with us? I will do that. Not
Yeah,
50, more than 50.
yeah. Okay, guys. So if you have any question, maybe you can raise your hand, and yeah, so you can unmute yourself one by one. I'll call out the name, and then we can answer your question. Yeah. So you have a raise hand option, guys. You may be able to find out a raise hand option in a bottom.
Hmm.
Okay, Prashant, please go ahead. Yeah, Prashant, you are on mute, and anyone can raise the hand, guys. Like there is a
हेलो
raise hand
राम.
option.
हेलो सर.
Yeah, hi Prashant. Go ahead, please.
सर ये पूछना था कि जैसे अभी नॉर्मल अपने पाइथन के ऑलरेडी बैचेस आपने भी लिए हुए हैं हिंदी में,
Mm-hmm.
ठीक है? तो ऑलरेडी वहां से भी कुछ किया है, तो ये जो कोर्स जो आप डेडिकेटेड राम से पढ़ाने वाले हैं,
Mm-hmm.
ये अपन जो फास्ट पेस में पढ़ाएंगे, बेसिक बेसिक थोड़ा फास्ट में जाएंगे, डीएसए पे ही मोर फोकस रहने वाला है क्या इसमें?
हाँ,
मतलब
देखिए देखिए राम जो है ना, उनका एक्सपीरियंस पूरा का पूरा प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी में है, और बहुत लोगों की जो डिमांड थी वो आ रही थी कि सर अब हमको प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी क्रैक करनी है. तो ऑब्वियसली आपको मेंटर भी वैसे ही चाहिए, टीचर भी वैसे ही होने चाहिए जिन्होंने खुद वो करा हुआ है. ठीक है. तो हमने तो पाइथन पढ़ा दिया, हम तो लास्ट 8 साल से पाइथन पढ़ा रहे हैं, दैट्स ओके. बट हम ऐसे लोगों को लाना चाहते थे जिससे आप लोग पढ़ो, और वैसे जिन्होंने करा हुआ है खुद, ताकि वो आपको और अच्छे से गाइड कर सके, स्पेशली फॉर अ प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनीज. तो राम भाई साहब हैं यहाँ पर जो आपके लिए ये सब कुछ कर रहे होंगे, राइट?
सुधांशु सर, एक और ऑप्शन भी था मुझे कि
हम्म.
एमएल का कोई सेपरेट बैच आने वाला है क्या? क्योंकि आपके जो पुराने लेक्चर थे उसमें कुछ क्लासेस मेरे को ज्यादा कम नहीं कम लग रही, मतलब लाइव
नहीं,
बैचेस मशीन लर्निंग का.
उसमें तो रिलीज ही नहीं किए थे हम. वैसे हाइब्रिड वाले का बात कर रहे हो,
हाँ
राइट?
हाँ 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 हाँ,
नहीं,
हाइब्रिड
हाइब्रिड वाले
मॉड्यूल.
में नहीं. एफएसडीएस जो था उसमें पूरा का पूरा कंप्लीट किया हुआ है, और एआई एमएल मास्टर जो है वो स्टार्ट होने वाला है 27 से,
तो
27
उसमें
ऑफ.
मशीन लर्निंग स्क्रैच से कवर होगा, राइट?
हाँ,
अभी जो आप
स्क्रैच
करो.
से, उसमें मशीन लर्निंग स्क्रैच से पूरा का पूरा 100%.
ठीक है सर, थैंक यू सर.
या, थैंक्स. या रोमी, गो अहेड प्लीज. या रोमी, यू हैव अ क्वेश्चन?
अनम्यूट आप कर रहे हो क्या?
हाँ, आप भी अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं यहाँ पर अटेंडीज में जाके, वन बाय वन.
पार्टिसिपेट अटेंडीज में जाके. अच्छा, अच्छा.
हाँ, तो पहले आपको, हाँ, पार्टिसिप पैनलिस्ट में हम लोग हैं, और अटेंडीज में जो है ये सारे लोग हैं, तो वन बाय वन हम लोग उनको अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं, और
ओके.
लाइक म्यूट कर सकते हैं, मतलब वी हैव अ
ठीक है, ठीक
कंट्रोल.
है.
हाँ.
रोमी प्लीज गो अहेड.
या महेश, प्लीज गो अहेड.
Hi, Sudarshan. Hi, Ram.
हाय.
So I said I was actually a former students of yours. In 21, I took the FSDS course.
ओके.
I couldn't complete that.
हम्म.
Actually, kind of resigned my job in December 24,
ओके.
and I started learning cloud computing and big data.
हम्म.
So I did some Azure like ADF and Synapse. And
हम्म.
due to a loss of family member in June, I kind of stopped uh, the learning path.
ओके.
So
ओके.
now, only yesterday I found out the your platform and like immediately signed up for that. And
ओके.
in the meantime, I found out that data structures is important, and
हम्म.
I think I'm very fortunate to find your platform and then immediately register. Now I have registered for the entire that Euro Plus.
हम्म.
So my goal is like in next 4 months I want to get a job,
हम्म.
and I was actually earning something like really good package in my
हम्म.
previous company.
हम्म.
Uh, so I'm transitioning, and I have learned these concepts, the machine learning concepts, in my master's in science also.
हम्म.
I studied in US, MS in Geographic Information Science.
हम्म.
So I'm trying to transition, but it's like a big thing, and everything is very much related. And I know, like, I'm like master of all trades, but jack of none.
Mhm.
So maybe if you can give some path next 4 months, how I can proceed, or we can do this discussion offline also. I'm fine with that, but some guidance is needed as I put my hands in everything.
Okay, Ram sir is here.
आप बताइए sir.
So basically, he's like looking for a guidance. So he has like left his previous job, which was a very high paying job, and now he's looking for a suggestion that what path he should follow.
See, high paying job there is two connotation. One is that you get a high paying job in a high paying company like Amazon, Atlassian, Google. And the other is your experience. You join at a high level at some other company, like on a lead level. So that depends on your existing experience and existing tech. But if you are jumping to machine learning AI, I mean, if you're an expert in one field and if you want a high paying job, then I will suggest go for senior positions in that tech. That way you can get a high paying job. Or if you are starting with a new tech like machine learning AI, if that is new to you, that is not your past
Mhm.
experience, then either you will have to crack a high paying company like Amazon, Uber. These companies pay a lot of money, so you'll have to crack that. For that DSA course, you are at the right place. Or you will have to again start from medium paying company and jump and reach there. So like I said, high paying comes from either high paying company or
Yeah.
from high experience. When you have high experience, even a startup can be a high paying company. So that decision you have to take, whether you have to want to continue with your existing tech stack, whatever you have mentioned. Either that, then I will suggest take machine learning, add it as an add-on, but
Mhm.
keep focus on where you are already doing and grow from there. Or
Okay.
if you want to and depends on your interest level. If you are not interested, if you're saturated there mentally, you want to switch completely to machine learning AI, then you can either learn the basics, start with a less paying job and jump, or you can directly track a call for bigger companies, right? So that is like a trade-off. Between that decision you have to take based on your inertia, based on your interest level, is what I can say, because you are experienced. That's why I'm giving this suggestion to you.
Yeah, so I'm actually willing to make a little bit of compromise in the package and all that, but I just want to transition so that I can make a career in the future in data science. I am actually familiar with these concepts, but practically I have not implemented in projects. So in
So
day
you
to
can
day,
do,
yeah.
I will suggest, again, this is only my suggestion, that do a soft transition. If you don't have any, if you're completely ready to sacrifice and start from the basics, then that's a different thing.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I will suggest do a soft transition. Whatever you are doing, gradually try to shift to AI, because you're already in tech, right? You have mentioned Azure and other things.
Yeah,
So try to take, for any experienced person, this is my suggestion, that whatever you're doing, you continue doing. Take AI ML, integrate it into whatever you are doing, because today AI is intersecting with everything.
yeah,
Okay, whatever you are doing, you will find some AI use cases there.
yeah,
So don't lose out on the experience that you already have, because experience is money. Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
use your experience, add AI to that, and take up some projects and try to make a soft transition rather than a hard pivot.
Okay, so I have some experience in PySpark and Fabric, so it's
Use
like
that. Don't
it's
let
not
go of that.
okay.
Don't
Uh,
let go of that. Use that, add AI ML, add DSA as an add-on.
yes, yeah,
Okay. Even
yeah.
if you go for like a L6 level in some companies, there they will ask you DSA. You can use DSA knowledge. Once you join there, you use your existing past knowledge. Don't let go of that. It is not in a different domain, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's in tech only. So why do you want to discard that and present yourself as a fresher? It will be difficult for you. Don't do
Yes.
that. I mean, that's my suggestion. Again, if you're very, very interested in switching, it's up, I mean, your personal preference.
Sure, sure. Thank you. So that's a quick question. So course-wise, I'll be taking the AML. Is there anything related to big data I should
No,
take?
sir. So at the same point of time, I don't suggest anyone to go ahead with two tracks because AI/ML is a different track and big data is a complete different track, right? Comes
Okay.
with a different technology.
Yeah.
Just choose one. If you are choosing big data, stick to it. If you are choosing AI/ML, stick to it. Simple. I think that will be like that will give you fruitful result very soon. Otherwise, it will be a chaotic for you and you will not be able to manage both of the things.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah. Thanks.
I
Okay,
will
guys.
suggest,
Yeah.
your one unsolicited advice: do AIML,
Mm,
Okay.
do
exactly.
AIML. Big data, once you are in the job, no,
Yeah.
once you are working, once big data comes to you, Automatically you will learn. See, DevOps, big data, all these things, no, you learn. There is, इसमें कोई book नहीं पढ़ सकते आप.
Yes.
You can't read any books about it.
Yeah.
It's completely hands-on. Python may still AIML, you have to read little bit theory books, all that. Do AIML. Go to a job. When you are at the job, when you get the data set, big data set, right? Automatically you will transition. When you are writing Python code, you will transition to PySpark code.
Okay.
It is not a different thing. It's वही मैं बता सबसे बड़ा PySpark में जो पाई है वो Python ही है.
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so don't think of these two. Think of AIML, think of Python, PySpark, big data, DevOps, all of that you can do once you are working.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Mahesh. Ganesh, next, please go ahead.
यस सर. सो डेटा साइंस का या फिर जेन एआई का जो भी
हम्म
इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन होता है उसमें कितना वो प्रैक्टिकली करते हैं और कितना थ्योरेटिकली क्वेश्चंस होते हैं उसमें?
मेरे से क्वेश्चन है या राम से?
और
अच्छा, कोई भी आंसर
डेटा
कर.
इंजीनियर का राम से और जेन एआई का आपसे.
ओके, ठीक है. देखिए, क्या है ना कि गणेश, कितना थियोरटिकल और कितना प्रैक्टिकल ये डिपेंड करता है कंपनी उसके राउंड के ऊपर, क्योंकि हर कंपनी का इंटरव्यू लेने का अपना पैटर्न होता है, राइट? अब लेट्स सपोज कि आप स्टार्टअप में जा रहे हो सकता है कि आपको सिर्फ एक राउंड वो ले, ऊपर ऊपर क्वेश्चन पूछे, सिर्फ पूछे आपके प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में जो आपने रिज्यूमे में मेंशन करा हुआ है, और हो सकता है कुछ स्टार्टअप हायर कर ले. वहीं पर कुछ और भी स्टार्टअप आपको मिलेंगे जहां पर 2 3 4 राउंड लेंगे. कुछ और स्टार्टअप आपको मिलेंगे जहां पर वो पहले आपको टास्क भेजेंगे, आप टास्क करके सबमिट करोगे तो दैट विल बी कंसीडर एज अ स्क्रीनिंग राउंड, एंड देन वो आपको बुलाएंगे सेकंड राउंड, थर्ड राउंड, फोर्थ राउंड के लिए. तो ये तो हो गया स्टार्टअप साइड में. एमएनसी जो है वो कुछ सेट पैटर्न फॉलो करती है, 3 4 राउंड आपकी लेती है. फॉर एग्जांपल टीसीएस, विप्रो, इन्फोसिस, कॉग्निजेंट, केपजिमनाई, आईबीएम, इस लेवल की कंपनीज, तो उनके 4 5 सेट राउंड होते हैं जो कि बहुत ईजी होते हैं. मिला जुला के आप देखोगे तो बहुत ईजी होते हैं. डीएसए वगैरह भी कुछ नहीं पूछा जाता है. तो दे विल स्टिक टू योर रिज्यूमे, दे विल स्टिक टू द कोर कॉन्सेप्ट और जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन जो उन्होंने डाला हुआ है, और ईजी टू क्रैक है. नाउ इफ यू विल टॉक अबाउट अ प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनीज, आई थिंक राम कैन गिव बेटर आंसर देन मी फॉर दिस वन. बट हाँ, जितना मेरे को एक्सपीरियंस है इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनीज, सो वहां पर भी आपको पूरा का पूरा हर कंपनी का एक सेट पैटर्न होता है. बहुत ज्यादा सॉलिड और बहुत ज्यादा सेट पैटर्न प्रोडक्ट बेस्ड कंपनी में आपको देखने को मिलेगा, जहां पर उनके स्टैंडर्ड सेट होते हैं कि ये स्क्रीनिंग राउंड में हम डीएसए ही लेंगे. अगर आप एक्सपीरियंस हो तो डीएसए प्लस सिस्टम डिजाइन शायद हम लेंगे वहां पर. उसके बाद फिर नेक्स्ट राउंड जो होगा वो आपके शायद रिज्यूमे के ऊपर होगा. थर्ड राउंड जो होगा वो शायद प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग राउंड होगा. फिफ्थ राउंड जो होगा वो शायद प्रोडक्ट या फिर प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर है जो भी, उस तरह से वहां पर लेंगे. ऐसे करके 5 6 राउंड वहां पर होती है. तो कितना थ्योरी कितना प्रैक्टिकल, ये बहुत ही ज्यादा कंटेक्चुअल है. इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द कंपनी, एंड आई बिलीव यू शुड बी रेडी. एंड आप रेडी कैसे होगे? तो बिलीव मी, जितना ज्यादा आप प्रोजेक्ट करोगे, थ्योरी आपको रटना कम पड़ेगा उतना. सब कुछ आपके फिंगर टिप्स पर बाय डिफॉल्ट आ जाना है. कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा उसका आप लॉजिकल आंसर कर पाओगे, पर वो थ्योरी पढ़ने से नहीं होगा, वो प्रैक्टिकल पढ़ने से, प्रैक्टिकल करने से होगा. प्रैक्टिकल करने से थ्योरी प्रैक्टिकल दोनों कवर जाता है अपने आप. सो फोकस ऑन बिल्डिंग थिंग्स, सिंपल, नॉट जस्ट लर्निंग, फोकस ऑन बिल्डिंग थिंग्स. राम जी जैसे बोल रहे थे कि आप प्रोजेक्ट करो, आपको एक्सपीरियंस मिलेगा, और वही एक्सपीरियंस जाके बताओगे, क्योंकि इंटरव्यू में आप क्या करते हो, कहानी बेचते हो, राइट?
राइट.
और जब कहानी होगी तब तो बेचोगे ना. और कहानी किस चीज की होती है? कहानी पढ़ने की नहीं होती है कि हमने राम सर से पढ़ा, हमने राम सर से पढ़ा. ये कहानी आप नहीं बेचोगे, या हम इस कॉलेज से पढ़े, उस कॉलेज से पढ़े. कहानी ये बेचोगे कि हमने ये बनाया, इतने लोगों के
राइट.
लिए बनाया, इस स्केल तक हमने बनाया, इतना टाइम लगा बनाने में, ये फीचर हमने उसके अंदर डाला, ये टेक्नोलॉजी हमने उसके अंदर यूज किया, राइट? और फिर हमने ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व किया. कहानी ये बेचोगे आप. तो ये कहानी तभी बिल्ड होगी जब आप कुछ चीजें बनाओगे.
राइट.
तो आई बिलीव आई एम एबल टू गिव यू आंसर.
तो सर इसमें जैसे रन टाइम में इंटरव्यू जो हो रहा है 40 45 मिनट या 1 आवर का जो भी हो रहा है, उस ड्यूरेशन में कुछ कोडिंग करवाते हैं क्या अभी इसमें?
किसमें किसमें कौन से वाले में? सॉरी.
1 आवर का जो इंटरव्यू होगा उस
कहाँ
उस
पे?
ड्यूरेशन में कुछ कोडिंग वो सिस्टम में बोलेंगे प्लीज शेयर योर
हाँ,
स्क्रीन
एग्जैक्टली, वो
बिफोर
थर्ड
सबमिट?
थर्ड या फोर्थ राउंड कोडिंग है उसमें. अवनी, राइट? अवनी के बारे में बात कर रहे हो आप?
या.
हाँ, तो अवनी जो है थर्ड फोर्थ राउंड में आपको कोडिंग क्वेश्चन करवाती है,
ओके. ओके.
और उसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन, क्रॉस क्वेश्चन भी पूछती है. जैसे कि आपने कोड लिख दिया, राइट?
राइट.
पर अवनी जो है, जो भी आपने कोड लिखा, गलत लिखा सही लिखा, वो हर लाइन के ऊपर आपको क्वेश्चन पूछना स्टार्ट कर देगी बैक टू बैक.
ओके. सो Avani is a good platform for
एग्जैक्टली, लाइक हमने उसको क्रिएट ही इसलिए किया था ताकि आप इंटरव्यू देने के पहले अगर आपको फेलियर के चांसेस को कम करने हैं या फेलियर को मिटिगेट करना है, तो उसके लिए ये सिस्टम है जहां पर आप शायद हेजिटेट हो गए मेरे साथ इंटरव्यू देने के लिए, राइट?
राइट.
यार हमको प्रिपेयर होना पड़ेगा, यार सुधांशु सर कुछ बोल देंगे या रोस्ट कर देंगे तो बुरा लग जाएगा, वगैरह वगैरह. तो आप उस डर
राइट.
से
राइट.
क्या करोगे, उस डर से आप इंटरव्यू के लिए आओगे ही नहीं. तो हमने क्या किया, हमने सिस्टम बना दिया कि चलो ठीक है, अपने जब भी आपको रात को 2 बजे मन करे, तो सुबह 4 बजे मन करे, जब मन करे खुद का एक टेस्ट लेने का, ठीक है, इन टर्म्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन स्किल, इन टर्म्स ऑफ टेक्निकल स्किल, इन टर्म्स ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट वाला स्किल, इन टर्म्स ऑफ इवन एचआर राउंड, वो एचआर राउंड भी लेती है बाय द वे
ओ,
अवनी। तो इन टर्म्स ऑफ एचआर राउंड, तो सारा का सारा राउंड क्या करो, आप अपने आराम से बैठो और कर लो, और आपको वो फीडबैक भी दे देगी, वहां पर स्कोर भी मिल जाएगा आपको।
यस सर, थैंक यू।
ठीक है, थैंक यू। ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन प्लीज, सुमित, गो अहेड।
Yeah, good afternoon, guys. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. Basically, question for both of you. So,
ओके।
as right now I'm in a like Middle East with the same. I think the question you have discussed with earlier also with a higher experience and 12 around 13 plus experience. And due to some personal thing, I have to come back to Delhi NCR in 4 to 5 months. So currently, I'm already enrolled in your GenAI batch and generative AI interview batch. And right now, this batch is also there. And I have like few of my connection who I already discussed in the early NCR. They are saying that in service-based company, it will be really tough, and the working hours and the quality of work is the same because I have few of my clients who are handled in India like Accenture, Capgemini, and they are only doing the like we are giving the requirement and they are delivering us. So in the same way, like I will be on the other side of the phone. Currently, I'm giving requirement and they are doing it. And if I come back, I will deliver the requirement which they will give me eventually, right? And it's happening in all India service based company. That's why I thought of to moving not in service space but in a product base. Okay, so it's like a now it's a mix up of all these things. It's like a 3 course going on in parallel. I have this much month in my hand. So what you suggest? I checked with Yuri as well. They have suggested me few roles that I can only go for senior ML engineer or AI or research that are suited for me. Okay, but for that I should have that much internal knowledge so that I can crack the interview by your course that I know because the well structured you are like teaching us in an interview batch. I have this much knowledge and I can confidently. But after entering into the job, that's the main things. And moreover, I'm more interested in that product thing. So how to balance all these things because 3 things going on in parallel
So
and
after
job as
after
well.
yeah, after getting into that job means next one, your karma will be back. So whatever you have done with other thing,
Yeah,
with a person
I
on
understand.
the other side of the table, so same thing will come to you.
Yes.
If you are joining that kind of a company, if not, then in
Yeah.
that case, again. So, but yeah, I don't like see any problem. So I was not able to understand your problem clearly. Like, what is your question and what are you
I
trying
won't
He's
like
doing, I
mainly in the
think, three
product.
things in parallel. So what are the three things you are
Yes.
doing in parallel?
He's doing
First,
generative AI batch, generative AI interview, and then your batch. Means two batches mine, two batch which I am
One
taking. One,
generative AI and one DSA parallelly.
yeah, so two generative AI. So one generative AI I have for interview, and he's doing it. So that's a very short batch, by the way. So I used to take it for 6 to 8 weeks only, and another one is a full scale batch just for the generative AI from the scratch. So he's doing like three.
See,
now
I
this
will give
DSA
you.
also.
I'll
Yes,
I'll tell
and
you one thing. I'll
yes,
tell you one thing. If you're going
yes,
for a
sir.
job, okay, think of depth and breadth.
Okay.
Don't just do breadth and don't just do depth. One thing you need to have depth
Mm-hmm.
that you are going to provide when they are asking you to introduce yourself or in your resume. When I am reading your resume, suppose if I am the recruiter, I should get to
Mm-hmm.
know what field you have deep knowledge.
Industry wise or technology wise,
As a
because with this.
candidate, if I'm hiring you as a machine learning engineer,
Mm-hmm.
which field you have deep knowledge? You have deep knowledge in NLP, you have deep knowledge in CNN, you have deep knowledge in computer vision, or you are deep knowledge in building generative AI systems, or you have deep knowledge in deploying system. What is your identity as a applicant? First thing.
Okay.
Second thing is your once you are in the job, you need breadth. You need to know little about everything. But one thing has to be your speciality. So good that you mentioned three things. Out of those three things, mostly is Gen AI. So focus on Gen AI, go deep into Gen AI, build some good projects, project yourself as a Gen AI person.
Okay. And if like as I know that service based company is the same, I have to work. So my more focus is to get into now in product base
Same story.
because like same story because I have one of my like senior who already like PhD and he has interviewed for Microsoft. Still, after 15 years of experience, he has like Microsoft asked for DSA rounds.
That's what.
I'm
See, number of
sure.
why you have to
Uh-huh.
understand why they are asking DSA. It has nothing to do with your years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
Years of experience does not mean that you are good at problem solving. DSA is
Okay.
used as a screening. That's why I will tell you why they are asking DSA, in what way they are asking DSA. Okay,
Okay, sir.
it's not also, that's why I told you, it's not just about problem solving, it's also how you approach things. Okay, how you approach the problem, what kind of conversation you are happening, communication. It's a mix of many things. Don't just think about the problem. The purpose of asking DSA is to check your problem solving skill, high level. If you are
Okay.
clearing DSA round, it means this person can solve a problem using code. It can be a college fresher or it can be a 10 years old experienced person.
Okay.
Only when you're
Sure.
super experienced, like VP level and all, which no one of us are here, in that case it is skipped because your experience is so heavy. But other than that, until you are like some staff engineer, senior staff engineer, member of technical staff, those positions always DSA will be asked in Microsoft like companies. Not all companies, Microsoft like companies. Other companies will also check it in some other way. They will ask you to write a SQL query, someone will ask you to write a pandas query, some will ask you to write a DSA, or some will ask you puzzles. But the ultimate goal, high level goal, is to check problem solving.
Okay, okay. Just a cross question of this one, as you mentioned, a VP level of experience. Like few of my friends who have only 10 years of experience, because they are into banking industry, they are as a VP.
No. Banking, that we are not counting as a BP, because in a
I'm
banking
talking about tech.
industry,
Tech.
yeah,
Okay.
because
Okay.
in a banking industry, a VP position is a very vague position. Even 8-year experienced person used to get a
Yeah.
You go to
AVP.
consultancy, 3 years old person is also AVP.
Exactly. So don't
I'm
Oh,
count.
not talking about, when I'm saying, I'm talking about engineering tech.
okay, sir. Sure.
Engineering tech. Engineering tech, you have different career paths. I will talk about that. But when I say VP, I'm talking about engineering.
या ये बैंकिंग और फाइनेंस वाले में ना, ये बीपी रोल जो होते हैं, ये बड़ा
हाँ, वो
जी.
मुझे मालूम है.
फर्जी रोल होता है वहां पर.
Associate vice president है.
एग्जैक्टली.
Sure. I think let's go with the journey and like
Yeah.
all three, and mainly the projects which I will
Yeah.
build with the
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah.
So moving forward,
बट
I
कोई
will
एक
exceed
चीज करो.
experience
आप
like.
देखो, एक चीज अगर
जी.
आप करोगे ना, तो बाकी चीजें आप देखोगे कि ऑटोमेटिकली दे विल फॉल इनटू प्लेस.
Okay, sir.
If you do one thing, other things will somewhere fall in place.
Sure. Thank you for your suggestions, Sumanshu sir and Ram sir.
राहुल पवार जी.
हेलो सर.
यस यस.
मेरा एक क्वेश्चन था एक्चुअली. अभी मैंने लास्ट ईयर गेट एग्जाम का पेपर दिया था डेटा साइंस में, तो उसमें मेरी रैंक अप्रॉक्स 3000 आई थी. तो अब मैं फुल टाइम उसके लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहा हूँ. मैं साइड बाय साइड ही सोच रहा था कि मैं प्रिपरेशन तो मेरी पूरी हो चुकी है, मतलब थोड़ा सा अपने आप को और रिफ्रेश करते आ रहा हूँ, और मतलब और कुछ ना कुछ डीप डाउन सब्जेक्ट्स में मतलब टेस्ट वगैरह देते आ रहा हूँ. उसके साइड बाय साइड मैंने सोचा कि डेवलपमेंट भी करूँ. अगर मैं सर की जो सुधांशु सर की JNI की क्लास
हेलो.
टेक में, क्योंकि मैं गेट DA का भी प्रिपरेशन कर रहा हूँ.
गेट डीए तो
सर
अभी
आवाज आ
नया है
रही है?
ना. गेट डीए तो अभी नया ही है. आई थिंक पिछली बार ही हुआ है शायद.
यस सर, लास्ट ईयर मतलब 2 साल हो गए अभी इसको. तो मैंने पिछले साल पेपर दिया था, तो मेरा कुछ अच्छा रैंक आया था, मगर उतने रैंक में मेरा अभी मतलब इसी साल ग्रेजुएट हुआ हूँ मैं. और उतना क्योंकि जो मेरा रैंक है उतना 3000 में उतना अच्छा कोई IT नहीं मिलेगा, तो मैं फिर से प्रिपरेशन कर रहा था. और मतलब प्रिपरेशन तो मैंने पिछले साल ही कर लिया था, मगर उतना ज़्यादा टेस्ट सीरीज वगैरह नहीं दिया था, तो मेरा उतना हैंड ऑन एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, मतलब उतना अच्छा नहीं कर पाया था मैं. अब मैं फिर से प्रिपरेशन कर रहा हूँ, और साइड बाय साइड मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि टेक स्किल भी सीखते जाऊँ, कि अगर मैं वहाँ पर जाऊँ IT में जाऊँ पढ़ने, तो वहाँ पर मैं पहले ही मतलब रेडी रहूँ मैं. क्योंकि अभी जैसे मैंने फरवरी में पेपर होगा, आने वाले फरवरी में, उसके बाद 4 to 5 मंथ्स के बाद स्क्रीनिंग वगैरह होगी, और मतलब IT वगैरह में अगर जैसे भी जो भी रैंक आएगी उस सबसे कॉलेज वगैरह मिलेगा. तो उससे पहले ही मैं अगर रेडी हो जाऊँ, मतलब टेक स्किल से जो भी नेसेसरी होगी फ्यूचर में प्लेसमेंट वगैरह के लिए, तो दैट माइट बी हेल्पफुल फॉर मी इन अ लॉन्गर टर्म. तो मेरा ये क्वेश्चन ये था कि सर कि क्या मैं DSA और दो जो सर पढ़ा रहे हैं दोनों को एक साथ लेके चलूँ, कि किसी एक चीज़ पे फोकस करूँ. ये मेरे को थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन हो रहा है.
अगर देखिए आपको एग्जाम क्रैक करना है तो हमारी वाली क्लास काम नहीं आएगी. हाँ, राम सर वाली क्लास काम आएगी, DSA की. जनरेटिव एआई डीए में नहीं पूछा जाता है, बाय द वे।
नहीं सर, वो तो ठीक है, जनरेटिव नहीं, मगर मेरा मेन जो गोल है वो आगे चल के जेन एआई में ही काम करने का है।
हम्म।
मैं तो डेली क्लास अभी एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ, अभी लेन ग्राफ
ये अब
वगैरह का
आप
भी मैं पढ़ रहा
डिसाइड
हूँ।
कर लो, आप पहले जो है ना, पहले आप डिसाइड कर लो राहुल कि राहुल राइट।
यस सर।
या सो राहुल, आप डिसाइड कर लो पहले कि आपको एग्जाम क्रैक करना है या फिर आपको जॉब में जाना है। अगर आपको जॉब में जाना है तो आप जॉब के हिसाब से तैयारी करो, और वहां पर जाना है तो आपको थ्योरी कम प्रैक्टिकल ज़्यादा। हाँ, पाइथन विद डीएसए भी आपको चाहिए ऑब्वियसली, क्योंकि अच्छी अगर कंपनी क्रैक करनी है, और प्लस जनरेटिव एआई भी वहाँ पर चाहिए। जैसे कि राम सर बार बार बोल रहे हैं कि ब्रेथ एंड डेप्थ बोथ, तो डेप्थ इन जनरेटिव एआई, ब्रेथ नोइंग ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, एंड डेप्थ ऑब्वियसली इन अ डीएसए एज वेल। अगर आपको एग्जाम क्रैक करना है देन जनरेटिव एआई जीरो, नहीं चाहिए आपको बिल्कुल भी जनरेटिव एआई वाली क्लास। आपको सिर्फ और सिर्फ चाहिए डीएसए, आपको चाहिए मशीन लर्निंग, आपको चाहिए उसके अराउंड अल्गोरिथम, और बाकी जो टीओसी कंपाइलर डिजाइन होता है उसके अराउंड आपको जो है तैयारी करनी पड़ेगी। सो दैट्स माय आंसर।
एक्चुअली सर कि मेरा जो प्रिपरेशन हो चुका है, मतलब बस मैं प्रैक्टिस वगैरह कर रहा हूँ, तो मेरे पास बहुत सारा टाइम रहता है, तो उसके लिए
देन
मैंने आपका
प्रोजेक्ट बिल्ड
आपका
करो आप,
दोस्त पहले
देन
आया था।
देन 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 प्रोजेक्ट बिल्ड करो ना। जनरेटिव एआई में वैसे भी इतना सारे प्रोजेक्ट हम करवा रहे हैं, राइट।
यस सर।
करिए, लास्ट वीक हमने 10 दिया है आपको करने के लिए, करिए
यस सर, वो कर ही रहा हूँ ऐसा।
बस।
आज की क्लास में मैं लेन ग्राफ वगैरह आप पढ़ा रहे थे तो।
हाँ, लैंग चेन था, वैसे लैंग ग्राफ नहीं था, लैंग ग्राफ आगे आएगा। ओके, नेक्स्ट वन प्लीज।
Hello, sir. Am I
Praharsh.
audible?
Yeah,
Hello, sir.
yeah,
Am I
Prash.
audible?
Yes, yeah, you are able.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I'm not getting it. Sir, why to do DSA with Python, like not with Java or not with C++? Actually, everyone is saying to do DSA with Java. So I am confused in it.
See,
And it will be beneficial or not for placement, like
okay.
Python.
So Ram sir has already given this answer so many times. Let me like give my version of the answer. See, some people obviously say C++, some people say C, some people say Java, some people will say JavaScript, some people will say Python. Obviously, they are trying to, say, or they are trying to take the name of this programming language based on their knowledge or their expertise. Because see, if you are going to ask me, right, so my first programming
Yes, sir.
language in 2025 is going to be Python. Although I have started my career with Java. Actually, I was a Java developer 10 years back. So I have started with a Java as a Java, and I was working into a SAP domain. I was writing day in, day out code in a Java. Then I switched into a Scala, which is again, you can say a big brother of the Java. But now Scala is not relevant because of Java. I think Java 9 release, because they have already adopted all of those features inside a Scala into a Java already, Java itself. And if you would have asked me same question in my college days, at that point of a
Yes,
time, I
sir.
was doing coding in C, C++, right? So in my college days, obviously, I would have taken a name of C, C++. In my initial days of my career, I would have told you that, okay, go with Java. And now if you're asking me,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
tell you that, okay, fine, go ahead with the Python. Now, none of this programming language matters at all. At all means at all. From an interview perspective, neither Java, nor Python, nor C++, or C, or any other programming languages. The only thing which matters is a problem solving, a critical thinking, how well you understand a DSA concept. Maybe a linked list, maybe a binary tree, maybe a red black tree, or maybe I would say a graph algorithm, Dijkstra, Kruskal, Prims, maybe all sort of a dynamic programming you understand and you are able to solve it. So that is the only thing which matters. After some time, you will feel like every programming language is same. If I understand one, I can write a code in other. I will be able to debug it. I will be able to build any kind of a product. So this is how programming language works. Syntactically, they are different. And again, so you should not think about like how this things runs on a machine level, right? On a low level. It's fine. It's not your job. And as a early engineer,
Yes, sir.
you are not going to even focus on that part, right? No one is going to even give you like a ask any kind of answer, ask any kind of a question on that part. So programming language is not relevant.
Yes, sir.
Even if I'm going to tell you that, okay, Python is important
Yes.
for a DSA, it's not. Obviously, you have to learn a DSA, but while learning, you have to practice DSA, right? You have to solve a problem in a real time. And obviously, you need some framework. You need some programming languages. This is where you
Yes.
choose one of those programming languages. And even in an interview, interviewer is going to ask you that choose whatever programming language that you want. I'm just interested in your logic, not in a language. Simple, right?
Yes, sir.
So I
Yes.
would have given you my 3 version. My college days, my earliest, early like a
Yes, sir.
career in 2025, right? So this is why people will. So if you'll go and connect with 10 people, right? 10 people will tell you like different languages. But at the end of the
Yes,
day,
sir.
none of those matters. Only matter is DSA, a core concept. So focus on core concept. Pick your language, implement it, move on. Simple.
I'll tell you one thing,
Thank you, sir.
Praharsh. Many people who
Yes.
teach DSA, they
Yes, sir.
teach language agnostic DSA. They just write pseudocode and they teach.
Yes, sir.
So if the person is coming from Java background, they will convert the pseudocode to Java. If someone is coming from C, they will convert the pseudocode to C. Okay, like he said, languages. Interviewer will ask you. There is a drop down. Select which language you want. It
Yes,
doesn't
sir.
matter. It does not matter. And what do you want to do ahead after that DSA? What is it you want to do? That also depends. If you want to do machine learning and just for DSA
Yes,
you are
sir.
learning C++, then how does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Correct, no? So what you have to learn Python. You have to learn DSA, and DSA in Python, best option.
Okay.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम सर।
या अस्सलाम वालेकुम, जाइए असलम भाई, क्वेश्चन पूछिए।
अच्छा सर जी, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि टेक में अगर कोई बंदा फ्रेशर आ रहा है तो वो एक तो डीएसए तो हो गया प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज के साथ,
हाँ
तो अदर वो क्या करे? कोई कह रहा है कि एआईएमएल करो, कोई कह रहा है वेब डेवलपमेंट कर लो, कोई कहता है वेब डेवलपमेंट खत्म हो जाएगी, कोई कहता है एआई जेन एआई खत्म हो जाएगी, ये खुद ही बनने शुरू हो जाएंगे। हर बंदा कोई अपनी बीन सुनाता है सर, जिससे जो पूछो वो अलग से कहानी सुनाता है। कोई कहता है मोबाइल डेवलपमेंट में आ जाओ, बहुत कम रश है। वेब डेवलपमेंट को कह रहा है कि बहुत अवाम है इसमें, कोई कह रहा है जावा से करो, कोई कह रहा है वेब डेवलपमेंट पाइथन से करो,
देखिए देखिए
कोई
देखिए
कह रहा है
बताते
जावास्क्रिप्ट इज अ किंग।
बताते हैं आपको आपका आंसर, फिर राम भी आपको अपना आंसर दे देंगे अपना वर्जन में। ठीक है, बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन है ये। देखिए 10 साल पहले ना जब हमने करियर स्टार्ट किया था, ठीक है, तो उस समय क्या था, उस समय एआईएमएल बहुत नया था। बट हाँ, लोगों ने बोलना शुरू कर दिया कि अच्छा ये एल्गोरिथम है, ये दुनिया को रिप्लेस कर देगी, बदल देगी। ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं वैसे। चलिए उसके पहले की बात बताते हैं, जब हमने करियर अपना स्टार्ट भी नहीं किया था, 11 साल पहले, मतलब 12 साल पहले की बात, 2013-14 की बात। तो उस समय क्लाउड उस समय ही आया था, AWS अज्योर जीसीपी वगैरह वगैरह पॉपुलर हो रहा था। बेयर मेटल जो था वो हम लोग छोड़ रहे थे, या लोकल सर्वर जो था वो छोड़ के मूव कर रहे थे क्लाउड की तरफ। तो फिर उस समय भी अफवाह ये उड़ रहा था कि नहीं यार, अब तो जो लोग नेटवर्किंग वाले हैं, जो बेयर मेटल मैनेज करते हैं या जो सर्वर मेंटेन करते हैं लोकल में, उनकी जॉब चली जाएगी, उनके पास कोई काम नहीं बचेगा, बेरोजगार हो जाएंगे। उसके बाद फिर कुछ दौर आया बीच में आपका 16-17 का, 2016-17 का, जब बिग डेटा बहुत ज़्यादा पॉपुलर हो रहा था, और हमने बिग डेटा एक्चुअली उस समय ही पिक किया था। सो आई हैव मूव फ्रॉम एसएपी टू बिग डेटा इन दैट ईयर। सो बेसिकली फिर लोग बोल रहे थे कि नहीं यार, बिग डेटा तो सब कुछ कर लेगा। फिर 2 साल बाद बिग डेटा थोड़ा सा डाउन हुआ, एंड देन मशीन लर्निंग का हाइप बनने लगा, एआई का हाइप बनने लगा 18-19 के बीच में। और फिर ये 3 साल पहले 2022 के आसपास, जब से ये चैट जीपीटी, सिर्फ एक ही टूल आया मार्केट में, चैट जीपीटी, बाकी तो उसके बाद देखने वाले आ गए। सो चैट जीपीटी आया, बोला कि नहीं यार, दुनिया बदल देगी एआई तो, और उसके बाद फिर लाइक लोगों के लिए जॉब नहीं बचेगा, ये वो वगैरह वगैरह लोग बात करना शुरू कर दिए। बट अभी भी हायरिंग हो रही है, राइट। जनरेटिव एआई जो है एक नया फील्ड खुल गया। अभी हर एक जगह एआई टूल किसी ना किसी तरह से इंटीग्रेट किया जा रहा है। जो भी लेगेसी सिस्टम थे, जो लास्ट 20 साल 30 साल से चल रहे थे, 2-3 डिकेड से चल रहे थे सिस्टम के अंदर, उन सब को कहीं ना कहीं रिवैम्प किया जा रहा है। मास लेवल पर रिसोर्स हायरिंग हो रहा है। हाँ, अलाइनमेंट भी हो रहा है, रिसोर्स का रीअलाइनमेंट भी हो रहा है, जिसको हम लोग फायरिंग बोलते हैं, पर टेक्निकली इट्स रीअलाइनमेंट ऑफ द इंटायर इंडस्ट्री, वो भी हो रहा है। तो देखो, और फिर आप बोल रहे हो कि लाइक कोई बोलता है वेब डेवलपमेंट पढ़ लो, कोई बोलता है मोबाइल डेवलपमेंट पढ़ लो। देखो, पते की बात यह है यहां पर कि हर एक टेक्नोलॉजी जो है वो रिलेवेंट पहले भी थी, आगे भी रहेगी। उसके फेजेस जो थे वो हमेशा बदलते रहे हैं। जो टेक्नोलॉजी आप 10 साल पहले, जो मोबाइल डेवलपमेंट आप 10 साल पहले देखते थे, वो अब नहीं है, आगे बढ़ चुके हैं हम लोग। तो ऑब्वियसली अब वो लोग रिलेवेंट हैं जिन्होंने बेसिकली उसको अडॉप्ट किया। एआई में वही लोग रिलेवेंट हो पा रहे हैं जिन्होंने उसको अडॉप्ट करा, ये कर रहे हैं। तो सिंपल सा ये है कि जब तक आप अडॉप्ट करते रहोगे, हर टेक्नोलॉजी, भले मोबाइल डेवलपमेंट हो, वेब डेवलपमेंट हो, डेटा साइंस हो, बिग डेटा हो, कोई भी क्लाउड हो, आपके लिए रिलेवेंट रहेगी, और आप रहोगे रिलेवेंट मार्केट के लिए। जिस दिन आप छोड़ दोगे, मार्केट आपको रिलेवेंट नहीं समझेगी। इतना ही सा आंसर है। तो जिस फील्ड में भी आप हो, जिस फील्ड में जा रहे हो, सारे फील्ड अच्छे हैं, सारे में अपॉर्चुनिटी है। जहां पर भी आप बेस्ट हो, आपके पास, आपके लिए जॉब है मार्केट में। अगर आप नहीं हो, नहीं है। दैट्स अ फैक्ट।
सर आप वैसे क्या सजेस्ट करते हैं कि क्या करना चाहिए? मैं
तो
जो
अभी तो
मेरी
अभी तो एआईएमएल ही बोलेंगे हम।
अच्छा अच्छा।
लेकिन आपको
लेकिन
ये पूछना नहीं चाहिए ये सवाल।
एआईएमएल
इस
में भी सर की बैकएंड नहीं चाहिए, साथ
नहीं, अभी तो
डिप्लॉयमेंट भी चाहिए?
नहीं, ऑब्वियसली लाइक एआईएमएल टेक्निकली बैकएंड में ही बैठता है, बोला जाए तो। फ्रंट एंड तो ऑब्वियसली फ्रंट एंड में कोई ना कोई टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करके आप बनाओगे। हो सकता है रिएक्ट यूज कर लोगे, नेक्स्ट यूज कर लोगे, या कुछ भी जैंगो वगैरह यूज कर लोगे और वहां बनाओगे। बट हाँ, एआईएमएल टेक्निकली इट सिट्स ऑन अ बैक एंड साइड। एंड विच सॉल्व्स द रियल प्रॉब्लम, बैकएंड ही रियल प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करता है ना।
हाँ जी, और साथ में डिप्लॉयमेंट इसमें जैसे आप जनरेटिव एआई में साथ करवा रहे हैं कि हमें डिप्लॉयमेंट, वो चाहे ट्रेडिशनल ऐप की हो चाहे एआई की हो, वो तो तकरीबन ऑलमोस्ट सेम या कुछ टूल्स
ऑलमोस्ट
अलग
सबके लिए सेम है, वो सबके लिए सेम, ऑलमोस्ट सबके लिए सेम है। जो स्टैक है ना वो डिप्लॉयमेंट के लिए या ऑप्स पाइपलाइन के लिए, सो वो सारे के सारे में ऑलमोस्ट सेम ही आपको मिलेगा सारे प्लेटफॉर्म के ऊपर।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
या थैंक यू।
एक चीज मैं बोलूंगा भाई आपको कि आप ऐसा मत सोचो कि आप एक चीज में अगर घुस जाते हो ना तो फिर आपकी उससे शादी हो गई और वो आप जिंदगी भर वही करोगे, ऐसा नहीं होता है। आप देखिए कि आपका किसमें इंटरेस्ट है, आपको अंदर से क्या चीज में इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है, वो आप काम करिए। और जब आप उसमें घुसेंगे, जब वो काम करना आप स्टार्ट करेंगे, जो मैंने बोला कि अब जब डेप्थ में जाएंगे, जब सपोज आप मशीन लर्निंग स्टार्ट करते हो, स्टार्टिंग में जब आप स्टार्ट करते हो तो आपको समझ में नहीं आया कि बैकएंड क्या है, डिप्लॉय कौन सी चीज होती है, डॉकर किस चिड़िया का नाम है, कुबरनेटिस भी आ गया, अभी क्लाउड भी आ गया। लेकिन जब आप उसको करने लग जाओगे और जब आप जॉब में चले जाओगे, जब आप एमएल बना लोगे, ऑटोमेटिकली आप जब बना लोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली आपको उसको डिप्लॉय भी करना पड़ेगा। आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि डिप्लॉयमेंट कहाँ सिट होता है, उस पूरे बिगर पिक्चर में डिप्लॉयमेंट कहाँ आता है वो भी आपको पता चल जाएगा, बैकएंड कहाँ आता है वो भी पता चल जाएगा, एपीआई कैसे बनती है वो भी पता चल जाएगा। क्लाउड में एडब्ल्यूएस में डिप्लॉय करोगे आपको क्लाउड भी पता चल जाएगा। ठीक है, तो यही मैं कह रहा था कि ब्रेड्थ जो है ना वो ऑटोमेटिकली जब आप जॉब पे जाओगे वो ऑटोमेटिकली आता जाएगा, अगर आपको किसी एक चीज में डेप्थ है तो। और वो डेप्थ आप मशीन लर्निंग में करो, वेब डेवलपमेंट करो, मोबाइल में करो, ठीक है, ये आप किसी और से एडवाइस लेके मत करो, या आप अपना इंटरेस्ट देखो, या आप ट्राई कर लो सारी चीजें, आप फिर देखो कि आपको किसमें इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है। ठीक है, जो जिससे भी आप पूछोगे वो जो काम किया है वो उसका उसका बायस बोलेगा वहां पे। मेरे से
यस
पूछोगे तो मैं एआईएमएल बोलूंगा,
सेम।
और मैं बोलूंगा एआईएमएल, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई आपको वेब डेव बोल रहा है तो गलत है, ऐसा नहीं है। और हर फील्ड इवॉल्व होती जा रही है, तो आप आउट।
एम ऑडिबल गाइस?
सर जी, आप ऑडिबल हैं लेकिन सर नहीं। सर
अच्छा ओके
राम।
ओके, आई थिंक राम सर का ये इंटरनेट में कुछ ग्लिच आया होगा, आई थिंक ही विल बी लाइव इन सम टाइम।
हाँ
जी
सर,
आई
सर की
हाँ।
बात ठीक है सर जी, कि ना ऐसे ही करना तो खुद ही चाहिए, लेकिन हम जो भी करते हैं हमें लगता है यही ठीक है। और हम, मुझे लगता है कि हम कुछ भी कर दें, हमें तो कुछ भी दे दें, हम वो ही कर लेंगे, कोई मसला ही नहीं है।
बस एक कीजिए लेकिन एक में, ठीक है,
सही
ओनली वन एट ए
है।
टाइम।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
ठीक है, हाँ हाँ, ओके ओके। सो आई थिंक वी आर डन फॉर टुडे गाइस। राम सर का माइक जो था, आई थिंक राम सर ज्वाइन करेंगे थोड़े देर में।
Hello.
Yeah, in between, so we can take one question. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah,
Okay. Hi. Hi, Sudhanshu.
yeah.
So,
Hi.
I want some career advice.
Mm-hmm.
So, I have almost 10 years of experience into the data science and analytics domain. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently working at a lead level in a very good organization, financial
Okay.
organization.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I now want see, basically I have interest in product development as well.
Mm.
So I want to transition myself into a AI product manager role. So
Mm-hmm.
how would you suggest me to go about that?
I think we have Ram. So Ram is the best person for
Achha,
this solution. Yeah.
okay.
आप अगर प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर रोल में जाना चाहते हो ना,
Yes.
जो मैंने देखा है, जो अभी आजकल एआई स्ट्रेटेजिस्ट बोल के एक रोल होती है जो बहुत ज्यादा आजकल पॉपुलर हो रही है, जो कि
Yes.
एक तरह से एआई और प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर का मिक्स है।
Okay.
ठीक है, जो आजकल आप देखोगे बड़ी कंपनीज में ना, एआई स्ट्रेटेजिस्ट रोल है
Mm-hmm.
जो मैं देख रहा हूँ। आप उसको प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर ही समझ लो। जनरली प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर्स एआई को अडॉप्ट करके इस फील्ड में आ जाते हैं। दे वर्क वेरी क्लोजली विद द इंजीनियरिंग टीम। किसी भी टीम में पहले डेवलपर्स और प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर्स होते थे, तो अब इंजीनियर्स और एआई स्ट्रेटेजिस्ट हो रहे हैं।
Okay.
तो उसके लिए क्या है ना कि आपको बेसिक्स, उसके लिए आपको कोड लिखने की उतनी ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है।
Mm-hmm.
अगर आपको आता है तो बहुत अच्छा, लेकिन अगर आप कोड लिखते हो तो आप डेवलपमेंट की तरफ जाते हो। बट आपको एआई का जो लैंडस्केप है ना, कि एआई का यूज केसेस क्या क्या
Yeah.
है ना, एआई का यूज केसेस क्या, आपका ऑफ कोर्स प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर का जो आपका नॉलेज है वो नॉलेज तो है ही, लेकिन उसमें एआई का यूज केसेस क्या है, जैसे क्या क्या ऑटोमेशन है, क्या क्या नो कोड टूल्स आजकल मार्केट में आ गए हैं। ठीक है,
Yeah.
तो वो नॉलेज उसमें होनी चाहिए। तो वो दैट इज वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम व्हाट वी आर डिस्कसिंग राइट नाउ।
Yeah.
एआई स्ट्रेटेजी तो आपको कि AI स्ट्रेटेजिस्ट के क्या जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शंस मार्केट में आ रही है, ये रोल को आप देखोगे ना, तो आप जो बोल रहे हो प्रोडक्ट मैनेजर प्लस AI, वो
Yeah.
आपके लिए फिट रहेगा.
Okay. See, the thing is, I'm applying for those roles, but I'm not getting much calls regarding that. Though I'm getting for a managerial role and other roles regarding in the similar space, but for the product role, I'm not getting much. I mean, interest from the recruiter side. So I feel that something is lacking. That's why that could be a thing. I'm not getting the call.
Correct. So again, two ways. From what I have seen, I've seen some people get into this role. So there is two things. One is that someone has a. I'll tell you. I'm not giving a suggestion to you. I'm just telling you what I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen people who have done their MBA and product manager stints in some companies.
Yes.
Okay. Then they some kind of certification, some kind of upskilling in AI.
Okay.
Okay, where they do normal AI courses, they learn how to code, but their focus is not too much going deep depth as a programmer, but they try to understand the breadth of what is the AI domain. They basically become literate in AI.
Okay.
Step one, do your product manager basics. Step two, AI breadth, and then they try to marry the two together and present themselves as a product manager with AI knowledge,
Got it.
with some project, some kind of product where, like, these days you will see AI powered everything.
Yes.
Right? AI powered CRM, AI powered ERP, AI powered HR services, AI powered finance automations, whatever. So one such thing they show, and they basically add AI tag into their product manager portfolio. So two ways it can happen. One is that you are already working as a PM, try to take up some AI initiatives. Second is, product manager stuff, do some AI upskilling, and then try to marry the two together. So one is on the job, one is outside of the job, whichever one is suitable for you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your advice.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much everyone for joining the session. So I think we are done with our induction. Plus, we had a very good interactive conversation with all of you. And obviously, Ram was able to answer all the questions. So from next week onwards, on Saturday, I'm not going to join the class. So Ram is going to join your class. And obviously, he's going to start with the content. So whatever syllabus that has been published in his own way. And believe me, he's a very good mentor, a proven one, obviously. And he is going to help you out in terms of cracking upper-based companies, which is your dream, I know. And obviously, whatever kind of a guidance, advice that you are looking for as a team, obviously, we'll try to help you out all the time, right? All the time. But above all, only one thing matters. It's your life, it's your career, it's your journey. We are just a part of your journey for maybe like very short span of a time. So unless and until you are not putting up an effort, unless and until you are not learning how to sit on your chair for a very, very long time, right? And do some sort of a struggle for maybe short period of time, you will not be able to succeed. You will not be able to get whatever you want in your life. So everything comes with the sacrifices, right? So at least for some amount of time, for some month, maybe for some week, because everyone is having a different kind of a capacity. So you have to dedicate your time, leaving everything out. You have to dedicate your time just in terms of practicing, just in terms of building a things, just in terms of learning, exploring, and discussing things in a productive manner. And believe me, if you're doing it, nothing is impossible. Doesn't matter whether you're coming from a tech background, non-tech background, you have a experience, no experience, maybe you are a dropout, doesn't matter at all. I have seen every kind of a transition in my last 11 years of experience. Believe me, I've seen everything, right? Everything. And out of this 11 year, since last 8 years straight, I'm teaching, right? So I know things are possible, but yeah. So if mentor is giving you some sort of assignment, if mentor is giving you some sort of a project, you have to take it very, very seriously and you have to do it. Doesn't matter whether you have to wake up till like morning 4 o'clock, but yeah, you have to do it. And if you're doing it for some time, it is possible to crack, right? Companies or interviews are not that tough. And every other person is thinking that it's tough and they're not working. And that's because of that, it feels like it's tough. So if you are working and if you're not thinking much, then it's not tough. You all will be able to clear this out. So that's my last word. Ram, I think after you, we'll close the session.
Okay, so whatever Sudhanshu sir has said about working hard, sincerely, putting effort, plus one to that, one thing that I want to tell you, one analogy that I always give in all my classes is that learning to code is like learning to ride a bike. आप लोगों ने बाइक चलाना सीखा होगा कभी ना कभी, तो आप कितना भी ट्यूटोरियल देख लो यूट्यूब पे कि बाइक कैसे चलाना है, जब तक आप चलाओगे नहीं और 2-4 बार गिरोगे नहीं, 2-4 बार व्हीली नहीं होगी गलती से, तब तक क्लच और ब्रेक का बैलेंस नहीं आएगा, right? So programming is like that. I told you, you watch the video, you might get maybe 15% of it, unless you are sitting and beating your head on your keyboard middle of the night, okay, and you are getting little bit frustration, little bit anger, okay, that time you think that okay, now I am learning. जब आपको थोड़ा थोड़ा अपने ऊपर वो फ्रस्ट्रेशन आने लगेगा ना कि चल क्यों नहीं रहा है कोड और ये क्या हो रहा है, सर ने तो क्लास में बताया था, यहाँ क्यों नहीं चल, that's when you realize, that's when you tell yourself, okay, now this is where I am learning, okay? So do it, okay, do it. There will be a phase of frustration, there will be a phase of, and after end of that tunnel you will see light, you will see that, oh, now I get it, okay? So that phase has to come. There is no easy way, there is no shortcut. I cannot tell you anything that will, I can say that okay, do ye kar lo aur ho jayega. That is not true. You only have to do it, you have to sit and you have to do it, and more interested you are, the more interested we become. आप ज्यादा डेडिकेशन दिखाओगे ना, तो हम, मेरे अंदर और किसी भी ट्रेनर के अंदर भी ना ज्यादा डेडिकेशन आता है, आपका इंटरेस्ट लेवल कम हो जाता है तो हमारा भी इंटरेस्ट लेवल थोड़ा सा कम हो जाता है, उसको हम मोटिवेट करते हैं, जिसका इंटरेस्ट लेवल कम हो जाता है उसको मोटिवेट करते हैं, लेकिन अगर पढ़ने वाले का मोटिवेशन नहीं है तो बहुत ज्यादा देर तक हम उसको मोटिवेट नहीं कर सकते, okay? So keep these two things in mind, that you have to go through slightly difficult phase, and trust me, you will not imagine how much you can do in a short span of time. 1 month of a time is a lot of time, I tell you. If you put a lot of dedication, 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 week, 1 month of time is a lot of time. 1 month में बहुत ज़्यादा transition हो सकता है, 2 महीने में तो बहुत ज़्यादा transition हो सकता है, but you have to put time. Okay, you have to spend, other than the videos, you have to sit like maybe 3, 4, 5 hours every day. If you sit for 1 month continuously, like sir was saying, it can be a transformation. So, and I will, we will support you for that.
Exactly. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ram. Thank you so much, everyone. And yeah, so let's begin the journey with that. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Have a great Sunday, whatever like time is left with that. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Take care, Ram.